What time is it?
5:30, sir.
No, it's time for the professionals. He always says it's 5:30, and we know that's not true. Welcome, everybody, to the Professionals. I'm Graham Nolan. I'm your host tonight. And the Professionals is a traveling show that goes between the six bros. And today it falls under my auspices. We're going to do a fun little chill birthday show tonight because I'm 62 on the in the year I was born is 1962. So I made it. I pity the people that were born in the 90s because they got a tougher number to reach than me. So let's start by bringing in Mr. Andy Schmith. Andy.
Well, happy birthday to you.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that.
You got it. 60. You know, I only have to get it to 69, so I can make it.
Oh, bragging again about the number, huh?
No, I'm just saying I never thought before of going, oh, born that year, hit that year. So
and had that.
Right.
Wait till Andy's 69th birthday.
Oh, it'll be
It's going to be epic.
It will be. I'm going to make sure it falls on a Tuesday. I don't care. That's right.
All right, let's bring in the man with a passion and a hunger. I mean, a massive hunger to create great art. Oh, he's eating. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm eating a London broil the wife made.
Nice color on that.
Graham's birthday. Oh yeah,
nice.
I was trying to eat it before, but I guess it's a chill stream. I can eat, right?
You can eat.
Of course you can.
Right.
Do whatever you want,
Graham.
I had a glass of wine with dinner, so I was holding off. Maybe a little bit. We'll do that.
All
right. Next up is Mr. Art T. Bear himself, the man who is older than me.
It's weird because last year was because I was born in 61, so last year was the same thing.
Right. Yeah. 61 and 61.
61. Yeah. Well, happy birthday, my friend. So you're the young pup. I have to treat you like the kid brother that you are.
That's right. Yeah, you got a whole 6 months on me.
Yeah,
that's right.
62 was a good year too. Yeah,
it was. It's the year that Spider-Man came out and the Hulk came out. So,
yeah. What more do you need?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I think we were the perfect age. We were the perfect age as like Batman, the TV show, and Hanna-Barbera was running amok. And I mean, there was so much stuff.
Spider-Man cartoons.
Our generation got to enjoy that previous generations just didn't have. They had the radio. They had Green Hornet in the Shadow.
Yeah. And that ain't bad either.
That's not too bad.
Although I always hated the Shadow radio program. I love the Pulps, but the radio program, it's like, oh, okay, so he can turn invisible and he's on the radio? What good is that?
Yeah, it wasn't that interesting. Yeah.
It's like Charlie McCarthy, you know, the guy made him billions of dollars as a ventriloquist on the radio.
Yeah,
right.
It was a different time.
Only in America. That is the true success story.
Exactly.
We can't judge.
He was a terrible ventriloquist too.
He wasn't that great.
No.
That's worse.
Next up is the youngest man in the bros, Mr. Daniel Frega Jr. I call him Junior because he's the junior member.
Junior.
Hello.
Junior.
Hello and happy birthday, Graham.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Have you guys ever seen because Candace Bergen, talks about the kind of messed up childhood she had with Edgar Bergen as her father. And have you ever seen the picture of her as a little girl sitting on the steps? And there's Charlie McCarthy at which is the puppet at the top of the steps. And I think it's a midget in a Charlie mask or something like that. And he's standing over there looking at her and she looks sort of terrified.
That rings a bell. Is it black and white, I assume?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That kind of rings a bell, actually.
You know what? That one picture probably gave birth to like 100 horror movies.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I got to find that picture.
I was going to say, it's got to be out there.
That stuff is all kind of creepy anyway. It's like, your hand up a puppet's rectum. And,
but
yeah. mouthing
Puppets
the
don't
words.
poop, Art. It's okay.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah. Most of people that
Except
go
for
off
Cookie Monster.
proctologists.
Oh, found it.
Oh,
You found the
see?
picture?
Now I'm
Yeah,
curious. I know I've seen it.
Yeah, B spin. Come on.
If only we had a way to see that pic, he says. Yep, that's it.
Oh. Oh,
Look at
wow.
that shit.
I love that. The photo that changed Candace Bergen's life.
Wait a minute. So that's a guy in a costume? That's not the actual
No,
puppet?
I was wrong. That's the puppet. That is the puppet.
Oh,
Just
it
sitting
is?
there. When they did some Charlie McCarthy movies, and there were points where obviously he had to be separated from Edgar Bergen, and so they did have a midget like wearing a Charlie McCarthy, outfit and stuff, like running to the plane or whatever it was that he had to do. Really weird shit.
Nice.
His other
Oh my
puppet,
God. Yeah, that's
his
creepy.
his other puppet, Mortimer Schnurd. We had a
Oh, yeah.
kid, I'm not gonna say his name, from elementary school, and he's still one of my brother's best friends, and he looked like Mortimer Schnurd. So
Oh, no.
his nickname was Schnurd, we called him. I think I started, and still to this
I
day,
think I started
like-
it.
I think
He just slips that in there.
yeah,
He started it.
I know.
that means he started it.
He's still Snurd, like Snurd. That's his nickname. Everyone calls him Snurd. He just despises it. That we have another for who? We have another name. Oh, damn it! It'll come back to me. But the cruelty of children is long lasting. So here.
Yeah, it can be. It certainly can be. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, it could be damaging, if
Yeah.
you don't have good backup
yeah.
at home and stuff,
That's it. So another guy, and he remember on the Bugs Bunny cartoon, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde,
Oh, yeah.
when he
That's a
turned into
great
the
one.
fiend. So
Yeah.
he got another friend. I'm not gonna say
Oh,
his
no.
name. And he looked like that. He really looks like
It
that.
looked like the
still.
Did he
Fiend.
have
Yeah,
the hat and everything?
And his nickname is Fiend. Still to this day, everybody calls him fucking Fiend.
Oh my
no.
God.
That's funny.
That's crazy. I don't know if we didn't have weird nicknames like that.
Really?
Really?
Oh my God! All
I
my
don't
friends
think so.
have nicknames.
Not that I can remember. Or I'm blocking them out from the emotional trauma. That could be it.
The trauma. Yeah.
So
We always had nicknames.
probably what it
weird
is.
Names. I don't know. Maybe it was a New York thing,
Yeah.
But yeah, we had nicknames for people, that still stuck,
Yeah.
We had a guy named
Yeah.
Buzzy, a guy named Biggest, which
Biggest? We
There
had
was
a guy,
this kid across the street. He was a badass too. His name was Spike. I never knew his real name. His name was Spike.
yeah,
And he
so
was a good fighter, man. He was a little older. Like his brother was the same age as I was. And so there was kind of a generational thing in the little clique that we had. So there was like an older brother and then like a younger brother. And so there was Spike and then Mike Martin. And these guys were kind of like the defenders of us. So if anything got out of hand, those guys would come running out of the house and just beat
Spike and Mike.
Yeah, fighting Mike.
Did they do an animation festival or is it just a?
I know,
coincidence?
right?
Oh, yeah, Spike and Mike. I didn't think of that.
Spike
But
and
the
Mike,
first time
come
I
on
ever
now.
saw somebody curb stomp a guy.
Oh no!
Whoa, what?
I don't. I hate that. Ever since I saw that in
American History X, dude. And it was a long shot too when they did it,
Oh yeah,
and it was still brutal as hell.
yeah.
Like, you're like, whoa.
just seeing it is giving me the so
Yeah,
hardcore.
Yeah, I was just glad that he was on our side. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. It's like, as long as his evil is turned towards good, or I guess like his borderline evil.
Yeah, he's your evil.
Yeah, he's the good.
Exactly.
The good.
Yeah, we called. We had one guy. We in Orange County, like we hung out with. There were like 4 Bryans, right? There's Brian Pierce, Brian Scanlon, Brian Truman, and Brian Murray, and we all knew each other. So whenever you're talking to somebody and you go, da, 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 Brian, they go, who? So Brian Pierce just became Pierce, and Scanlon became Scantron, because that's like his name, Scantron. Brian Murray is just Brian Murray, and then Truman was XL because he was a bouncer at off campus, one of those big guys.
XL.
Yeah, so his name was XL.
XL.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It also could
That's
be like
cool.
excel, like he's really good. He excels.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant like the spreadsheet.
No,
Oh,
I
this
meant
dude
like
loves spreadsheet. His nickname's
this guy
Excel.
knows how to. He fucks with data. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people expect this big guy to show up, and it's this little dude with glasses. It's like, why is he
Yeah,
called Excel? You don't see that pocket protector? That's why. That dude's a spreadsheet master.
Yeah.
He still wears a calculator watch.
Those are dope.
Calculator.
Those are dope, dude. I couldn't touch them now. But
Hey, thank you, Miss Stippling, for that $5 super chat. Happy birthday, Graham. Tomorrow, Stippling Vaughn and I are going to Shady Maple for his birthday.
Shady
Very
Maple?
nice. Well, happy ahead of time birthday
Yeah.
to Stippling as well.
happy.
That's right.
Hey,
Happy
brother.
advanced birthday, Stippling.
Yeah, happy.
So we're
That's
gonna,
cool.
keep this a chill stream tonight, so we can talk about whatever's on our minds. If there's anything happening, or
I got something on
in
my
the
mind.
news, or
I got something on my
um,
mind,
just
Graham.
anything that you'd like to
Uh-oh.
talk about. I'm gonna get it started.
Oh,
Um,
you are.
Are any of you guys? Any of you guys into IMDb,
Into it? What do you mean?
What do
by
you mean?
into it?
the internet database?
No, I know what
Well,
it is. But
do you
what
guys
mean
use
by
I know what it
into
is.
Oh yeah, I use it all the time.
Yeah,
I don't pay
Okay.
for it.
I
You ever
always-
pay-
I
you
use
ever
it all the
pay?
time too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, what was that person in? I know I've seen him before. And then
Right.
I look him up and-
Exactly.
That's
I
It's
think
exactly
I
what I
have
use.
an I do have an IMDb.
Yeah, and you go,
I have
man, this is
one.
I do
really
too.
good. This is really good.
Yeah.
I wonder who wrote it or who directed
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well,
yeah.
This is exactly the point, because you can always tell whose bio was written by them or
Right.
their mother or their agent versus
Oh, right.
something that is a little bit more objective, if you will. And
right.
one of the ones I just came across recently was Christopher Maloney. You
Who's
know
that?
him?
Oh,
You know who he is?
Oh,
Law
he's
and Order,
an
right?
asshole, that guy. What an
He's-
asshole he is.
he's Law and Order, right? That guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
I don't even know what he
Yeah,
looks
Is he?
exactly.
Oh God.
Wait,
he's a fucking
okay,
piece of-
Graham,
on.
you tell
Hold
us your story, but then I want Billy to explain that because I don't know the guy. I just know him from acting, but I'm
Yeah,
curious.
I
why.
don't even know who he is. Maybe if I saw his face.
Okay, well, this is him here. But look at
Oh, yeah,
look at
yeah.
this. Look at this
Yeah.
write up.
Wait, wasn't
Blessed,
he?
blessed with piercing blue-eyed glint, brawny looks, cocky tough guy stance, and effortless charisma.
Oh, okay.
TV's Christopher Maloney.
That's
Wow.
funny.
That
Hey,
is,
Graham,
that's a
did
lead in,
you-
all
did-
right.
Did you get your picture on your IMDb? Because you have to pay for that.
No, my
Really?
picture's not on there.
Yeah, because you have to pay for the picture.
Well, I didn't
yeah.
pay for it. So. Well, you know what? I'm going to write my own. I'm going to say
Hey,
Graham
find
was
us.
blessed with piercing green-eyed glint, brawny good looks, cocky tough guy stance, and effortless charisma. I'm just going to swipe this, put
Yeah,
my
just
name
swipe
in
it.
there.
Everybody
Hey,
should.
Graham,
Yeah.
don't be like.
If you know what I'm talking about, vascular in the right places.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Billy, you called him an asshole. Why?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
just
the
look at
deal?
his Twitter. You want to go on his Twitter? He's a
Oh,
fucking-
really?
Oh God, yeah. I might have.
Oh.
blocked
Oh,
him
is he a real
because I had it.
leftist?
Yeah,
Is he like a Rob Reiner type?
He hates Trump. Everyone who likes Trump, he calls them so-called patriots. He calls them pussies. You know, he's a liberal, manly man, liberal, like the real man liberal, and conservatives are all whiny bitches and fake men and all this crap. Fuck him.
According to
Oh.
Henry Thrun, he did an ad where he was working out naked. What a weirdo.
God bless him. God bless him.
He
Look
did.
at
I
me.
think that was. I want to say that was like a Super Bowl ad or some shit like that. It was during something, you know, a pretty big event or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Marcus is right. He's like De Niro.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
De Niro
yes.
was on Bill
Oh,
Maher
really?
last week.
We should look at our
Wait, De Niro?
Internet Movie Database pages. I haven't looked for
Well, I
20
don't
years,
have
but
one.
I made my short film and I had one. It was really cool. I don't think I had a bio or anything, but see,
Huh.
this
Yeah, I wonder
guy-
who fills those things out. I mean,
Yeah, let's
other,
see if I
other
have
I
than
would assume
Chris
you
Maloney
can.
doing it himself.
Well, I think you said his mom,
Internet
right?
movie database.
Oh, here's mine.
Let's see your share, buddy.
Share it.
Wait. Okay, it says
Huh.
Archie Bear is known for Ultimate Spider-Man 2005, Clownfish TV podcast, Look Up in the Sky documentary. These aren't even the high points. I was in
Of yours?
Yeah, I was in Heart's War, and I've been in the Andy Dick Show.
You were in Hearts
Wait,
War?
Hearts War for what?
Yeah, I did all the artwork. What's the guy? I can never remember the actor's name. He played the Penguin in the newest Batman film.
Oh yeah. Colin
Oh,
Farrell.
Colin.
Farrell, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, so he's in the movie, and it's like a POW camp, and so he's kind of like this,
right?
Yeah, he's an artist, and so he just kind of sketches the guys in the prison camp and does like these little caricatures and stuff like that, cartoons. And so I had done this thing for the Andy Dick Show, and the art director liked me, and so he hired me to do all the artwork. So all the artwork, I've never seen the movie, but if you see it, all the artwork is mine, and then he kind of put it up around his bunk. And
I
then
did. I remember looking at it, going, "Why does this look like Image Comics work when this is all the way?"
Look at all this
time
crazy
period is all
hatching.
wrong.
Yeah, the crazy hatching. And then they hired me to come in and double for Colin Farrell. So I went into wardrobe. So I was in, the military kind of garb. And so the camera, I guess I looked like Colin Farrell from the back over the shoulder.
Well,
And
I'm
so
assuming you're about the same height then, because they wouldn't have you double if you're not the same height.
Well, I was
were you
sitting down.
drawing? Were you drawing?
Yeah, so it was over
That's
the
why
shoulder.
that's why they got that shot. That's why they needed the guy who drew it. Because it's not often that you get the guy who drew the art for the film to also look a lot like the star
actor
from behind.
Did you
So
take a
was your
picture
hand?
like
Well,
your
you never
stunt
saw
double
it,
or something?
I wonder if your hand was in it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen the movie. So the shot was my hand, and I had a cat. There was like an animal wrangler, so it was very complicated. So I had a cat on my lap while I was drawing this thing. So it was really bizarre. But the funny thing is, the best thing actually was the money. It was crazy insane. But
I can't believe you did not watch it. I would have watched it if I was there.
A friend bought it for me. I got it somewhere. But
I bet if we search it or one of our mods searches it, they could probably find that particular scene on like YouTube and play it.
Somebody said it didn't make it into the movie, so I don't know.
Oh.
But the thing is,
I don't remember that, but it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, I got in there early. It was like at 7:00. Oh, go ahead.
It's on Tubo.
Hey, Baggins and the Banshee, thank you for that $10. That's a good cigar. Happy birthday, Graham. Oh, thank you so much.
But I got there like 7:00 in the morning, and it was like at the Sony lot or something like that. And so the art director comes over and he says, here's some paper, here's pencil. I need you to practice this drawing because, we're going to get you in first thing in the morning, right? So I met Colin Farrell. That guy's a smoker and a half. I mean, he's just a chain smoker. He's Irish.
Oh, I thought you meant he was attractive. Sorry.
No, he's smoking hot. But anyway, so I ended up drawing thinking I was going to go right on. I ended up drawing all day, and I was the last shot instead of the first shot of the day. So, but like I said, it was great because I got to walk around the lot. So, the Ellen Show was being filmed there, Malcolm in the Middle, the '70s show. Remember Titus, like all those. So I walked in all of the sets and stuff like that. I got to hang out. I didn't meet any of the stars or anything like that, but I saw that Danny, what's his name, and his
Masterson, the rape guy.
Yeah, him and his brother were just like cruising around in a golf cart.
Looking for chicks.
Who's Danny Masterson?
Yeah,
Danny Masterson was in that '70s show.
The curly head guy.
And the rapist.
Yes,
the rapist.
In jail now. Yeah, dude,
everybody knows
he's up
this guy
for
but
life.
me.
Yeah, his claim to fame is he's a rapist. That's horrible.
It was that '70s show, and now it's the rapist.
Yeah.
Well, the fun thing is, like the '70s show, I came in through the back door of the sound stage, And so I walked in. I was like, this looks really familiar because I had no idea where I was. And I walked through this back door into the garage. So
Oh,
I
what a
didn't
trip.
come through like where the stage was.
yeah.
I came through the back, and I was like, holy shit, this is the 70s show garage. That's the driveway
And they're
right there.
filming, and you hear
just
them go,
wanna-
cut. Who is this guy?
Yeah.
I want to point out Art's choice of words when he's talking about this rape. He says, "I came in the back door."
Right.
Well,
Only you, Graham.
blowing fatties on the roof and
No, I got it.
through the back door.
I'll let
Dan
you
thought
get
of it
away
too.
with it, Graham, because it's your birthday. Otherwise, you know,
Words
I have to
mean
figure-
things, people.
That's right.
Well, words can be interpreted too, you know,
Mm.
by a pervert.
Everybody in the chat got it.
Well, I got it
Yeah,
too, but
hey now.
it was a little bit
But
of
hey
a
now.
stretch, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got
Oh,
one.
look
I
at
got a page. So here's
Oh,
my
there you go.
page.
A graduate of New York's
Fabric school.
Yeah, former
Fabric
paratrooper
school, here it is.
William Billy Tucci is best known as the creator, writer, and artist of the acclaimed comic book She. I did not write this. I swear, on my kids, I did not write this.
his piercing blue eyes and
Yes,
masculine
yes.
demeanor.
He likes to work
She's a
out in the
doll.
nude.
This
Yeah,
is my movie,
yeah.
my short film. Look at my short film. I got 8.4 rating for my short film.
Hopped up on HGH.
Yes.
Is that your face? Is that your face?
No, that's
for
my
you?
movie. That's my buddy Brian Finney. He's in a lot of films. That's his brother Andrew Finney, and that's Lauren, my sister-in-law. I made a short film. There it is.
I know.
That's cool.
We got to watch it one day.
I know we got to do a premiere. We got for the 20th anniversary or whatever.
You will believe a moron can fly?
Yep, you will believe a moron can fly. See how original I am?
That's a great title.
Well, I mean, I believe one's trying to run the country, so why not?
Thank you. So there's Tooch Monster.
The
That's
Tooch.
It's Tooch. But then I thought I was searching. We might be also, let me just see Billy Tucci, because I think Baller Sideshow. See, so there's also us, I think, from being on Kings and stuff like that. Look, the Jack
What?
Show. Yeah, look, so YouTube is now part of Internet Movie Database. So look,
Yeah, but who uploads that stuff?
I don't know. 14 episodes. So now check yourselves out. You'll be
There's
on.
no
That's why
way I'm
mine
on
mine
that.
says like Clownfish TV, which is that's YouTube.
Yeah, see, this is it's YouTube for art comic, and the stars are Ethan, Shane, and John. Thank you, Internet Movie Database.
Is that what's? Oh yeah.
Yes, it's stars Ethan, John, and Shane.
It's
Holy
somehow
shit!
I
There's
got
my name.
Billy Tucci, Andy Smith, Graham Nolan, Aaron Lopez.
Duh.
Aaron Lopez.
Yes. That's amazing.
Oh, that's the
11
best.
episodes.
Oh,
Aaron
wow.
Lopez.
Aaron
the,
Lopez.
the
Where's
13th. Look, he's not even. Look, he's
It's
Aaron
that-
Lopez.
the 13th.
There are 12 other Aaron Lopez's before him.
That's
Look,
Oh.
So you can be on YouTube now and get an IMDb. I didn't know
guess,
that.
yeah,
I
dude,
thought you had to be in a movie or a TV or something.
Let's see RT Bear. Where's RT Bear? Oh, look, RT Bear doesn't come on a lot. Cecil has been on more than you. Where's RT Bear?
It's probably alphabetical.
RT Bear. Look, Art. Look how your name is.
It's
RT
spelled.
Bear. 2 episodes only. Blacklisting of Mark Wade and non-binary transformer, Miller Lite feminism, and Neil Gaiman. WGA pencils down. How about that? How about
That's
that?
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethan's got a. So I guess Ethan pays.
He's got his
Someone
picture.
did.
Yeah.
How funny!
Oh
is
yeah,
that?
yeah.
That's his picture.
Mine doesn't have that, I don't think.
You have to pay for the picture.
Hold on. Here's mine. Well, let's see what they wrote about me.
Yeah, scream. Yeah, there you go. Look
There
at
you
your bio, mini bio. Oh, there's trivia too.
He's an American comic book artist who started his career writing and illustrating comic books for DC, Marvel, and Eclipse Comics, eventually leading to a 6-year run illustrating Bane, Detective, and co-creating the villain Bane. He wrote, illustrated, and self-published Monster Island in 1998. 2000, he took over the syndicated strip Rex Morgan MD for a 14-year run and the Sunday Phantom feature for 6 years. 2006, Nolan also drew a story for Moonstone Books' Phantom Annual, which was written by his former Batman partner Chuck Dixon. In 2010, he created the webcomic Sunshine State. 2014, Nolan was awarded the prestigious Inkpot Award for his contributions to the comic arts. Oh, look at, I got a trivia. He doesn't care for either of Bane's interpretations in live action films.
That's
But
awesome.
like his animated appearances.
Hey Dan, you got to have a major one, right? Because you've done a lot of film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on there.
Let me
I'm on
find
there.
Fraga.
So I finally found mine. What are the Roman numerals CXX?
Oh my God, is that like 50?
Dude, there are so
70?
many Andy
What's a
Smiths. It's
C?
not even.
What's a
or
C?
120? Let's see, what's Roman numerals?
You know how we were talking about nicknames? Andy,
100.
you need
So
one.
you're 120th Andy Smith.
Yeah. It's like, holy crap.
Who
We
are
got to call
looking
you
for?
Smitty or something.
Oh, we're looking for
Dan Traga?
Fraga. Let's see what Fraga is. Fraga. Hey, Fraga boom. You're Fraga boom. You're as Fraga boom in here.
I am.
Yep. You're
Let's
on.
see.
two
Look at Dan's
episodes.
trying to play it down. He knows.
No,
Wait,
I'm not called Fragaboom on IMDb. That's why I'm like, what?
They
what
have
is
you as
that?
Fraga boom on IMDb.
Oh, you mean in that list?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably
That's
because your
cool.
videos, YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. Right on.
Oh, well, B Spin says before you get all too excited, all the porn actresses are on IMDb too.
Nice.
I love Aaron Lopez though. That takes.
Oh, that's the best.
Oh, something
Champion.
like I hope everything's okay with him because he usually doesn't miss. So
Yeah.
and he posted in the chat earlier too. So something had
Mm.
to have come up. Either that or for some odd reason he thinks it's 8 o'clock.
No, he thinks it's
7 o'clock his time.
maybe he never adjusted his clock. On
He never moved forward an hour.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
No, that means he would have been on at 6 though, waiting.
No.
No. Oh no, you're
Because
right.
It's 6 now. He'd be
Wait.
here at 8 because 8
Eight.
is the old 7.
Yeah. That would be funny if nobody in his house adjusted their clocks.
Well,
so lazy for $10. That's a good cigar. Happy birthday. Here's something to put towards a cigar. And I just backed the two-pack deal for Monster Island. Oh, thank you. So lazy. Much
Sweet.
appreciated.
Yeah.
We
That's a
are
good
on
happy
our way to
birthday.
the next. We're on our way to the next stretch goal at 90,000, and then when we hit 100, I'm adding an 8-page short story called Kirby's Cigar, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's sort of a satirical indictment of the comic book industry.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Graham, I have to ask you. So what did you do for your birthday?
Well, not a lot because Julie and I were coming off of a stomach bug. And she's still fighting it. I was okay today. So I just had a cigar. It was a nice sunny day. Went outside, had a cigar with pumpkin, and cooked up a big old tomahawk ribeye, and then got ready for the show. That's pretty much it. We'll do the celebration with family and stuff on St. Patty's Day instead. That way it gives us time to clear everything up, and we didn't want to be around the baby either.
Yeah, when you're
we had
sick,
any
yeah.
remnants of the thingy. So yeah.
That makes sense.
That's so responsible of you.
If it was anybody else, I'd say screw it, let's just get together. But my little
Coughing
grandbaby is
all
so
over
adorable.
everybody.
It's like I look at her and I go, gotta protect her.
Yeah.
I'm in full mode, full grandpa mode.
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's cool. Here, hold on. I can
So
share something that
Go
I
ahead.
can share the screen and show something that touches on the Wednesday stream from last week. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, the
Alright.
drawing
There you go.
stream.
Yep. There you go. I told you I was going to download it and ink it, and
That's
he
great.
posted it.
I like it.
Wow.
I
He
like
posted
that.
it on Twitter.
So
So
clean, dude.
Yeah.
Holy
You two
shit,
guys
that's
pair
so
up nice.
clean.
I do have a time lapse video I'll be posting as well. So
Did you ink this traditionally or is this digital?
oh no, it's all traditional. In fact, the whole figure, the figure and the sword hilt and handles all brush, and then the shield and straight part of the sword I had to use templates for. But other than that, everything else is all brush. So
No kidding.
Beautiful, man.
yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I blue lined
Very
it.
impressive, Andy. So the
you.
hilt is also that's all brush?
Yeah, the hilt right here. I'm circling's all brush, and then all this is brush.
What
And then,
size
of course, I
brush?
ruled that. Number 3.
Really? A number
Raphael.
3. Nice.
Yep.
This
So-
cat's got some control, people.
Yeah,
and it's only 11 by 14, so that's the size of it. So
beautiful.
What
it
are you
was
gonna
fun.
do? Are
I just,
you gonna sell it or?
I don't know. I mean, I might. I have no idea. So,
You might, Robert. You might.
All right,
We'll
bids are
see.
in, folks. Remember, you have to put confirmed at the end.
there you go. But yeah, so that was fun. I did that on. I think I started working on it Sunday. So
There's
Yeah.
something about the traditional Captain America, the fold, like the pirate boots and the wings on the head and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still, that kid in me still comes out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that is so freaking cool.
I agree.
Swashbuckler.
Dude,
Well,
it's-
it's funny how some costumes can translate to real world, and some just look
Yep.
so cool in comic books. But if you put real people in it, it'd be like, oh, that's pretty stupid looking.
Yeah,
Uh,
Wolverine is one of the lame looking ones, but Spider-Man looks badass.
Yeah, Spider-Man
yeah.
is awesome in a suit, a guy in a suit, or in a drawing. Captain America, not so much.
no, I mean, look at the
Yeah.
at the first Captain America movie, First Avenger, when he's going on tour and he literally has on the spandex suit. Remember
Yeah.
that?
And the
And we're
wings
just
on
like,
his head. Yeah.
oh yeah, that just doesn't work that well.
Yeah,
I love the scale armor too. On
Yeah.
it, on his chest and on his shoulders, that scale. It's like
Fish
the old
scale.
Howard
Chainmail.
Pyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Boys King Arthur book
hmm
and that sort of
Mhm.
thing. Just gorgeous. Yeah, it's just great design, man.
Yeah. It's cool.
Good job,
Well,
man.
that's why he had to, after his first appearance, he had to, because his costume originally was cut like, basically a t-shirt, and the mask just covered his face, and that was it, the upper part. And then something happened, and he's like, oh, I should probably have chainmail up here.
I remember as a kid, did you guys have this problem? Like with it, like see the shield, it just kind of goes, it starts right at his elbow. And it's like, where's the rest of his arm? Like I didn't understand it as a kid. And I was like, the rest of his arm is just disappearing. And then you see the backside, you see it's like his arms folded and strapped on here. And then
Right.
you're like,
Yep.
oh, that's cool, man. Because then he can fight with his forearm.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I always loved in the 80s books when, and Mike Zeck didn't originate it, but when he would strap it to his back and then put a suit on
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
and just walk down the street, nobody's like, what's that big circle thing in your back? Because obviously it's comics, you don't draw it, but then he takes his suit coat off and there it is.
Yeah.
Well, Superman somehow can tuck that cape,
yeah.
in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember when in the 70s they did a story about what Superman does when he takes his Clark Kent clothes off? He's got a pouch in his cape.
He's got a pouch
and
in his
he-
cape.
he
Yeah.
super compresses the clothes and sticks them in the pouch.
Great
Yeah.
idea. It's a great idea.
And
You know
he spits on it and uses his heat vision to steam them up, right?
Yeah.
But it has no wrinkles. Yeah.
Ugh, fuck.
Yeah.
Now-
It's like
would
the flash
steam it
ring.
as,
It's like the
It's
flash
not for the
ring.
air out of all the molecules of the fabric. Being somebody who went to fabric school,
Well, you ought to know.
I
yeah.
want to know.
But like the
there
flash,
was
well,
another
flash
story they
ring.
did in the 70s where they explain why people can't recognize him as Clark Kent. Because why can you just put a pair of glasses on and nobody recognizes you? And it turns out that subconsciously, Clark Kent is actually using his super hypnotism on people.
Oh, right.
They see him as more of a schlubby kind of guy instead of
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
6'4" dude just wearing glasses. And
Didn't Christopher Reeves do that for his Clark Kent too? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he kind of
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
he really sold that whole idea.
Yeah,
but
sure
they
did.
tried
Superman
to do a story
2.
where
I was going to say in Superman 2, when they're at Niagara Falls, and he's
Yeah.
going to tell Lois who he is.
Mhm.
It's one of the best, like, transformation shots because he
Yeah.
doesn't put his costume on. He just goes from wearing, I think he's in a suit or a tuxedo because they're
Yeah,
about
he
to go
straightens
somewhere.
up. Yeah.
And yeah, he takes his glasses off and he totally straightens up
Yeah.
and stuff. And it's just a beautiful transformation from
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
goofy Clark to Superman.
You know what? The reason I thought like anybody who was like, "Oh, Clark is Superman," it's just one of those things. Like you would never think that Superman had an alter ego. You'd always just think Superman is
Right.
Superman. So I
Right.
always thought like it worked. Like, oh, Clark kind of looks like Superman, but you never go, he actually is Superman. You
Right,
know,
because Superman never got on TV and say, "Oh, and by the way, you'll never be able to find me because I have an alter ego."
right? There was never,
yeah,
there was never a
He
claim
shows up
that
as
he was.
Superman. You figure that's who he is.
Yeah, he's always Superman. Yeah, you would
Right.
never think that that was a human, you know, putting on a costume or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
like
wasn't it?
George-
I think it was in Man of Steel by when Byrne revamped it. Where didn't Byrne basically say that when he was Superman and when he was down like street level with people, he would kind of basically move his head really quick, and it
So
would
he
be
couldn't
kind of
get
like
focused
a
on it.
blur. Yeah, his face was always kind of like
That's
a blur, so nobody
weird.
could get a
That's
real beat
just
on him.
You know, there's an easier
Well,
way, John Byrne. Just put a
Marcus
mask
can
on.
correct me if I'm wrong,
That's just
but I'm
weird.
pretty
Just
sure
put a-
that's what they said.
Yeah, just put a mask on Superman.
Why would
Like,
anybody be like, "Yo, his face is a blur"? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool
Yeah.
idea, John Byrne. Cool idea.
not really.
You know, I
but
like the
they
idea.
all can't
that-
be winners. They
Yeah, I
all
like the
can't be winners.
hypnotism idea. I like the idea that Clark Kent is his disguise, that he's Superman.
Right.
The costume he puts on is Clark Kent, which is, the flip. I like that. But I think the hypnosis thing works more, and also just the posturing,
Did you guys ever watch the Tick show with Patrick Warburton? That
Yeah.
show was fucking genius.
Oh,
Pardon
That
my
was
French.
great.
I have it on DVD. That was I didn't mind that new one they did a few years back, but nobody beats Patrick Warburton. As
That,
I love
that
that guy.
series. That series is pure freaking genius. But he's in like the Justice League like locker room or whatever, and then there's that guy that is Superman, right? And so then they're kind of like what is he? Just taking off his glasses and putting them back on, right? And so
he goes, wait a second, where'd he go?
where'd he
And then the chick turns around, where is he? Where is he? And then he puts him back on. He goes, oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are. And then the guy's just kind of doing it like, and then he figures out like this guy's just a moron.
Yes.
I
gotta
love
rewatch
Patrick
those.
Warburton in anything. I mean, when even those Pinot Grigio, those barefoot Pinot Grigio ads just crack me up, where he's talking to all those people. Are we here to? What does he say? Are we here to win? Or are we here to drink delicious barefoot Pinot Grigio?
He had a
he's
very
he's in the rich tradition of kind of like the Adam West. Who's the guy who played William Shatner?
Yeah.
God, I'm trying to think of the other one, like Tim Allen, and then there's Patrick Warburton. Like there's always like that guy, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of heroic, he's got this voice, right? But he's kind of a geek at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah. He was also in some drama movies. He was in that one what was that movie about the telescope in Australia?
Contact? No.
No. I think the telescope, when the Apollo mission, was circumventing the Earth or something, at one point it had to fly over Australia. And
Oh,
so
the right stuff.
No.
Patrick Warburton in The Right Stuff would have
Yeah,
been
he
a
was-
completely different movie.
Remember when Shepard was in and as you see the Aborigines? Oh, no.
Yeah. That's in there,
That's
but
the right
that's not
stuff.
the movie.
God's
But
most
that's not
crazy.
the movie. That would have been a completely
Uh,
different movie, man. Patrick Warburton in The Right Stuff.
I know.
No,
but
it's
that's
not
who
October
it is.
Sky. Is it The Dish? Is that it? Well, here I'm on IMDb. Why don't I
Yeah.
just go look?
Why don't I
Oh,
just
that's
check
true.
it out? I loved him when he was on the Seinfeld episode. It's like, you stole my Jesus fish. Like, and then
Yeah, oh yeah, it was a good.
do you remember that episode? It's like, you stole my Jesus fish. And then
He
Elaine's
was-
like,
he-
you're the devil. Like, she's like,
Well, he had a short-lived sitcom too for a few years. That he was the star of.
It is The Dish.
He was in one. He was
Mm,
in one with David Spade that was funny.
yeah. I think like, he needs to be in the right place. Like that sitcom was okay, but I don't think he was allowed to shine.
Yeah.
Hey guys, was Christopher Reeve? Because if you remember when George Reeves was Superman, when he was Clark Kent, he was really cool. Remember how cool he
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
So is Christopher Reeve the first one that made Clark Kent like a geek? Because in the comics, Clark's not a geek, right, or a coward or a sissy or anything, right?
No, he
So
was
In
in
the
the
early
comics.
ones, you mean?
What's that?
Yeah, he was in the comics. He was a milk toast. You know.
Yeah. But then Christopher Reeve made him very geeky. Remember with
Yeah.
the oily hair and very nerdy and like a coward. You know. Like
Hey,
a coward.
the best scene in that is when he catches the bullet.
Yeah.
that was gonna- my gosh! And when he just opens his hand and it's there, and he just lets out a little smile, like
Yeah.
he's so happy he
Yeah.
was able to save her life. Like it was just so freaking cool,
Yeah.
man. It's just like those little nuanced things. Like he's happy that he can help people. You know what I mean? Like that's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he looks with his eyes, you know, he just kind of he looks at his hand, then he goes like that and looks up at her, and then he tosses the bullet, you know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
I
that.
want to.
That's a
I
great
want to
scene.
play another favorite scene, if you guys don't mind.
Sure.
Miss Tessmacher. Every time she's on,
Miss Tetzlock.
anytime Miss Tessmacher. Hey, yeah, and she'd come in. Yeah, she was easy on the eyes. I loved her.
Otis Burns.
You,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, in the new Superman movie that they're making, there's going to be a Miss Tessmacher and
A
an
Miss
Otis.
Tessmacher.
And
I
for
mean-
real?
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
who?
What the
This
hell?
Tessmacher's
And Otis.
hot, right? She's hot.
They're
Oh,
not-
yeah.
they're
dude,
not
she
from the
was
comics.
smoking hot. Valerie Perkins.
Braun. No, but in the movie, the chick's playing
Braun.
the new movie. She's hot. The actress looks hot.
Oh,
Well, yeah, she's better looking than the Lois Lane character.
Well, the hot Lois Lane was Terry Hatcher. I don't think that Margot
Kidder.
Kidder was attractive. Did you guys find her? I mean, she had a
No.
nice body.
No.
She had
Not-
moments,
Yeah.
but she
had-
always ended up
yeah.
looking like a smoker.
That's exactly what I was just gonna
that
say.
is absolutely right.
And she smoked. She smoked
And
out
she
loud
did.
in the movie. Yeah.
The raspy,
Yeah.
I thought
there
she was
something like-
spicy. I thought they had the right like attitude. Like she had the right attitude for Lois.
Right.
yeah. In that first movie, there was a lot of scenes where she actually looked really hot, but then she started to get, and I dare say the word, skanky looking.
Mm,
Oh.
mm.
I love that word.
I think too.
It just sounds so funny, man. It's so descriptive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, Pike Bishop, I'm with you. A, because
She was great.
I love that name, and two, Erica Durance. Yeah, she was hot, and she was.
Oh, that was a TV
What?
show,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, she
Oh,
was in
yeah.
Smallville.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. She was
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, so she was kind of a tough Lois, but she was also really good looking. Terry
Yeah.
Hatcher was okay. I always thought she had skinny legs, though.
Yeah, Terry Hatcher never did it.
That's important.
She had little twig legs.
Yeah, she kind of like skinny ankles. You know that is never a good thing. Makes their feet look giant. I don't know.
It's hard to walk around
Like
in high heels.
like olive oil or Goofy.
Yeah.
Oh.
She had a
Or
beautiful
goofy.
face, but you know,
She had goofy ankles.
nope. We're just wrong here. Amy Adams is not.
Amy
I don't
Adams.
think she was that great for Lois Lane, but she's attractive. She's not bad.
I like
She
her
had
in
no
that,
moment.
Not bad is not hot.
what's
Right.
that? Not Ella Enchanted. What is maybe it's just
Yeah, I
called
wouldn't call her
Enchanted.
hot, but she's pretty.
Well, does
Yeah.
Lois Lane have to be hot? Like,
Oh, does she? Yes.
was she always considered
Yeah.
like the smoking hot like chick
I think she's got to be.
Good.
You know,
to get Superman like the perfect specimen?
Oh, so they can have a child and he turns gay.
Wait a minute. And
What?
they'll call him Jonathan after his father.
Well, hold on a second. Like there was that joke. I forget what was it, Mallrats, but whatever. Like that Wonder Woman is the only one that could really take it from Superman.
Yeah.
Because like if Lois is truly a human and like the incredible amount of restraint based on the power. I mean, like that's the thing. When you're bussing one, that's muscles at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and,
no, Dan. What are you saying?
Well, I'm just saying,
Dan,
Superman.
could you draw it? Could you sketch it out? Switch your
That's-
camera to the down shot.
what I'm
That's
saying
muscles
is-
at work. That's the quote of the
That's
show.
what- it's
That's muscles
muscles-
at work, man.
It's furious jumping. No, but I would just imagine that it would not be good for him. You know,
You
what I
have
mean?
no
Like,
control over it. You can't control that shit.
no, he's the edgelord. You know what I'm saying?
He's an edgelord. Oh my God.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
too much.
You know what? There would be a lot. There would be a lot of like consideration to do your cousin, wouldn't it? If you were Superman.
Oh,
Lord.
You're talking about Supergirl?
Yeah.
No, dude, no.
Here we go. My God.
No, but
Wait, you'd
Wonder Woman
never-
makes sense though. Like when Miller had her in Superman, you know, in Dark Knight 2.
Dark Knight.
Yeah, what's up, Billy? Oh, he's saying, give me a minute. I thought he was
Oh.
saying no, but wait. No, the second Dark Knight, they're like smashing into glaciers and like,
I
you know,
never read that. Yeah.
moving planets and whatnot. Like to me, I feel like, you know, but these are just characters. Who knows? Maybe one of his
You know, when
superpowers-
Superman and Lois are together, she's in his protective aura, so that's why it's.
Oh,
all
is
fine.
that what it is?
That's
You know,
what it is.
These
Oh.
are characters for children. And,
I know. But the fact that they have a
But you don't think
child,
children think of this shit?
like, and then think about
No.
if that baby, when we were babies, we didn't know what we were doing. We fucking, you know, a toddler.
Punches through her stomach.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Hey,
what I'm talking about.
Clark, feel him moving. He puts his hand there, and the
he's
fist just
kicking,
comes
and
right
he's
out
just
like
like-
alien.
Boosh.
Yeah.
Right. Just boosh. Yeah. Like
All right. How did we
you know.
get here?
just deep.
Well, we were going to give you a C-section, but we see the baby just tore himself out.
He's
So-
ready. He's ready for the world. Yeah. It's like aliens.
It's that kind of adult what's the word I'm looking for? Co-opting of these children's characters that kind of ruin
Yes.
the superhero comic, you know.
Right.
It's okay to
Right.
grow up and move on beyond them, you know, as
Right.
opposed to having to take them with you your entire life, you know. So
No, and that's true.
you
Yeah,
know,
I always say that, Graham. I always say it like it's his name's Spider-Man. Who's that going to appeal to? A certain, you know, age group. Batman. You know what I mean? Like we grew up with it, but it wasn't like we were like 50-year-old guys and went, "What about this Spider-Man character?" You know,
I just have to break in here, Art, because Newsflash has just come over. The IMDb internet sensation known as Aaron Lopez has just entered the room.
Did you forget to set your clock?
I'm guessing that the show started at 7 and not 8, right?
Yeah, because see, if you read back in our private chat room that we have, you would have saw that. And by the way, if you didn't hear on IMDb, you're known as Aaron Lopez.
Am I really?
Yeah, that's why I gave you that intro.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
It gets
Seriously?
better and better.
Internet
Yeah,
sensation
IMDb
Aaron Lopez.
yeah, IMDb now is like using YouTube as credits. So if you're on YouTube, you're getting IMDb now. Where it used to be in like a movie or TV, but now YouTube is right up there, man. So you got your own IMDb page.
Aaron Lopez. How is that even possible? It's like none of my channels are named that. It's oh my gosh, that's so
But your
funny.
name.
because the
but-
Ethan.
You've heard of Wikipedia, right? We all know how accurate that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because you go on Ethan's channel, and mine is Art T.
Yeah,
B-E-A-R.
Just like it is on the screen right now.
yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, he's just like that.
Yeah. Well, not my IMDb, but under the YouTube credits.
Right.
It's spelled that way.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go on there, and I didn't even realize it was on there. So, Aaron Lopez, how about that?
We all
And
have.
apparently
Ethan,
there's
I think.
18 of you because you're Aaron Lopez, Roman numeral 18.
I thought it was the 13th.
Oh, is it
13?
13?
Yeah.
Lucky number 13. Yeah.
Well, so I
Well-
guess I'm
well-
like an actor, like Archibald Leach, who became Cary Grant, right? So now I'm Aaron Lopez. It's like my professional stage name.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we should all have stage names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
well,
you can-
considering I'm Andy Smith, Roman numeral 120, I definitely agree with that. And I'm not even the last one. So
Well, happy birthday, Graham. Sorry I'm late. I don't know why I was thinking it started at I got confused.
because you didn't move your clock forward, did you?
No, I did. I mean, well, look at, when you're tied into the internet, it changes your clock automatically. I just, for some reason, I know you said 7 o'clock, but I was thinking, okay, that's 5 o'clock my time, but it's not. It's 4 o'clock my time. And here I am at 5 o'clock. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, this messes with my wife too because she's like, when do I start dinner? At 5 or 6? Our time.
And then Art says, whenever I tell you to.
Yeah,
He
I've
puts
tried
his
that.
hand
Doesn't
up like
work over
that.
here. That doesn't work over
And then
here.
she sicks the dog on his face, and he's like,
Mhm.
"Okay, I was kidding. Good Lord, it was a
You
joke."
guys should have seen the cowboy ribeye I cooked on the grill tonight.
The what kind of ribeye?
Cowboy.
Oh, the
cowboy
bone-in.
ribeye.
Bone in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man.
Dude, I've got a massive pot roast going right now. It smells so good. It's got about an hour left.
Yeah, bone
All right,
in,
let's get
Graham.
back to the real stuff.
Bone in.
Aaron, who's the hottest Lois Lane actress?
Terry Garr, right? Or not Terry Garr, Terry Hatcher, right?
Yeah, but what
Well,
about her ankle?
There's no question after it. This is your opinion.
Right.
Well, I'm trying to think of who am I forgetting? I mean, it's got to be Terry Hatcher by like a mile.
How about Erica Dorrance?
I don't know who that is.
She played Lois
Smallville.
Lane on Smallville.
I never really watched that show.
Good man.
She's hotter.
That guy was the guy that played Superman was like way too good looking. He intimidated me. Made me
And
feel
the
bad
first
about
season,
myself.
and the first.
So wait,
season,
you're
he
telling
was
me
horrible.
none of the other Superman actors intimidate you?
Okay, well, they
Before
all do.
Dreams,
Sure, they all do.
I'm gonna go-
Except for the first one, Kirk Allen. Kirk Allen doesn't intimidate any of us. Let's
Yeah,
be
he's a-
real.
I never watched Smallville because they never did anything. There was never any like superhero action going on. It was always
a
just
soap.
What do you mean
Yeah,
they
it
didn't
was
do
opera.
anything? They sex trafficked.
well,
There's a-
okay,
oh,
but I mean,
yeah,
Well, the
superhero
actors
stuff.
did. Chloe,
Superhero stuff.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't pay people enough money to do their job. They have to go moonlight as
Yeah,
other
exactly.
professions,
What
yeah.
about that the Lois from the Noel Neal, the Lois from the 50s TV show? I thought she was a cutie.
She's a
She was
cutie.
actually. I got to
thought
sit
the
next to
first
her to
Lois
con.
from
so.
The first Lois from the TV show I liked, Phyllis Coates.
Phyllis Coates.
Yeah, she was the first one, and she was in the first season. And then from the second season on, it was Noel Neal.
Okay, yeah, that's the only one I remember. But
Now, am I the only one on this panel that liked Margot Kidder?
yes,
Yes.
Well, the caveat is I thought she looked hot in the first Superman movie in a lot of scenes, but then
Yeah.
she kind of got skanky looking.
She did. She
you know,
aged quickly. But didn't
well,
she have like a
was
drug
smoke-
problem?
was a big
Smoking
smoker.
and drugs and
Yeah, cigarettes
Yeah.
and heroin will do that.
but I liked her personality. I thought she had the good Lois Lane personality.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
we said
think-
that.
Yeah. She was feisty. She must have been hanging out with Carrie Fisher because they both seem to go the same direction as far as their appearance and their health. Yeah, it's like
Well,
and-
do you
Oh,
remember?
crazy.
Do you guys remember seeing her show up in the movie Maverick with James Garner and
No.
Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson.
No.
No,
There was
I
a
never
wagon
saw that
Remember it
train.
at all.
There was a wagon train, and
tread lightly.
they had and they had like some guys stole their lockbox, and she was like this older, middle-aged woman, but she had like obviously something happened and she like had new teeth or dentures, and she wasn't looking too
Oh.
good.
Yeah, she kind of talks like this.
Yeah, like Donner threw her a bone to put her in the movie, just kind of, but she wouldn't have a big part. She was just part of that wagon train. And I think she was hitting on James Garner or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's a great photo right there.
Yeah.
That was real. That's early on when they're shooting the Superman movie.
What?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a runner-up that Amy Archer, actress?
Oh, Annie Archer.
Annie Archer, is that her name? She's kind of
Yeah.
hot.
Ann Archer.
Ann
I like
Archer.
Ann Archer.
Yeah.
I like Ann Archer a lot, actually.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
wasn't she?
would've-
She was in Ghostbusters, right?
No, that was
Eddie Potts. No,
was-
it's
Oh, that was
Potts.
Potts. Right.
She was in that. What was that one? I won't be the Psycho movie with the chicken in the pot, or the rabbit in the pot. What the hell was it called?
Oh,
yeah,
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal
Glenn
Attraction.
she was the
Money-
wife.
She was
Money
the
Boiler.
wife, yeah, and she
Oh,
was in that.
yeah,
she was
that's
in that movie with the guy from Three's Company. He was a hero.
Yeah, yep.
kind of
I was just
comedy.
going to say that. He was his
Yes.
girlfriend.
Yeah,
John Ritter?
yeah,
Yeah, John Ritter. What
Yeah,
was the
John
name of that
Ritter.
movie where he like played kind
I
of
don't
tried to be
remember.
a superhero or something?
yeah. She's kind of pretty. I thought she.
Yeah, I
was.
like Dan. I always liked Dan.
I'm gonna look. Ann Archer, is that her name?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look her up.
John Ritter,
Yeah.
his father was a famous Western
Tex.
star. Tex
Was he
Ritter.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old
Not know
Tex
that.
Ritter. Yeah.
Mhm.
What'd you guys think of Talia Shire?
Oh yeah, she was okay at one point.
Not in Rocky.
Well, they uglied her up for Rocky.
yeah, because in Rocky Four,
I thought she was just way too skinny and stuff.
Nah, I like her.
Never did anything for me. I mean, she was good in The Godfather, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't. She was never like a babe or anything. I didn't look at
The
her
only
that way.
the only problem with this casting is Megan Fox can't act. But
That's right. That's a
for
serious
photos, that'd be freaking great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when-
but I just think she's too pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually said that before. And she's like had surgery and she's not even like 40 yet. I don't know what's wrong with that girl. But when
She's
she
had
was like
surgery?
in Transformers, plastic surgery, when she was in Transformers, I thought she was like the best looking woman I'd ever seen in my life. And it was like she was just like, I couldn't believe how good looking she was. But
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? Marissa Tomei in the My Cousin Vinny years.
Oh yes, sir. Even
Oh,
today,
hell yeah.
even in the Aunt May years, I'd like to.
yeah,
I know. What are
Aunt
you
May,
talking
she
about,
was-
dude?
was looking in most movies. She aged really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Hollywood
yeah.
isn't good. Hollywood seems to tear people up. Like, have you guys kept up on Shelley Duvall?
No.
Oh well, she
Talk about skinny.
She had some mental problems,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean-
Now she's broken, man. It's very
Yeah.
sad.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, Stanley Kubrick did her no favors in what he did
Shining.
to her on the set of
Shining.
The Shining. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
an
that wasn't
interview where
good.
she talked about that, and it was just, guess really rough
Yeah.
on her.
What was it? 110 takes with the going up the stairway with the baseball bat.
110. My God.
110
110?
takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
my
Kubrick
God.
was notorious for that, and like in music, the Kubrick of music, oh my gosh, is Dr. Dre. He makes,
What was that all about?
that's my 5-year-old. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to say I. Okay, hold on.
If you're scared.
I. Okay. All right. One more time.
Hey, Graham, I got Amy Archer here. Let me find. So if you want to share
Ann Archer?
Ann Archer, I'm sorry, I keep
Okay.
saying the same thing. Yeah. There we go. There's no real great shots of her, so this is the only one I could really find.
Oh, yeah, she was in Clear and Present Danger too.
Yeah, she was.
yeah.
That's right. She was Harrison Ford's wife in that.
Yep.
Yep.
It's not
I
bad.
like.
I mean, that's
Wow.
obviously a good shot.
So I think she could have played a good Lois Lane.
Yeah, she could have done a good Lois. Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah, totally.
Makes you wonder how people got their roles, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Sometimes when you see
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Margot Kidder. I remember I did that documentary, Look Up in the Sky. And so Margot Kidder had just finished up, and Gail Simone her segment was going to be filmed after mine, right? So they said, do you want to meet Margot Kidder and Gail Simone? I go, yeah, I'd like to meet Margot Kidder. And I just walked over right in front of Gail Simone. I walked over to Margot Kidder. Even then, not real happy with Gail Simone.
Oh boy.
Oh,
She's a troublemaker. Come on.
Aaron
she
Gray. Aaron Gray, someone says, Past Master Dan says Aaron Gray. She was beautiful. And even as an older woman, she was very attractive. I got
still
to hang
around,
with
isn't
her
she?
like multiple times at shows. Super
Isn't
nice.
she still
too.
around?
Yeah, I think she's still
okay.
around.
I thought you were.
She's not
past
doing
her.
cons or anything anymore, though. I haven't seen
Oh.
her name pop up in a long time.
no.
There's
Oh, there's
that-
Erica Durant.
That's what you're talking about. Oh, okay, I
Oh,
can
heck
see it.
yes. Heck
I
yeah.
like
Yeah, I got no
I like
problem
the
with
one
that.
with the CW. That one's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
as
she
part
was
of
she
that,
was tough. She was a tough Lois too. So she was kind of cool that way, I thought.
he
You
was like
know?
a
Yeah.
military kid or something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
Lois
she
is
was
too, I think.
supposed to
Well,
be.
Lois is too. I was going to say, so's
Oh.
Lois. Her dad is a
Yeah.
what, general or something?
General or something.
Yeah.
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 Erin Gray is we hung out with her at a con, and she's
Yeah.
like the manager of all those stars now.
Oh, does she?
She's like their agent, yeah.
She promotes
So
them
she
for
works
For
conventions. that
special
kind of thing?
guests. Like
Yep.
for
Oh, wow.
guests.
Yep, like yeah, James Edward James Olmos is one of her clients, and a bunch of those guys.
Oh,
Oh, that's
like
cool.
that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Interesting.
Now, she was really cool because I mean, you could hang out with her. In fact, Shelly and I sat next to her at a Portland show. And I mean, right next to her, we were on this island of guests or whatever. And Shelly and her they chatted up the whole show. So it was really
Everyone
cool.
likes Shelley. Yeah.
Well,
Everyone likes
it's
Shelley.
true. To be a sitcom.
It's true.
Everybody
Everyone
likes
loves
Shelley.
Shelley.
Yeah, exactly.
Except Lopresti.
You mean Lopez? I'm not Lopresti anymore.
Oh,
No,
that's
no.
your actor's name.
Not officially.
I got a couple friends that I went to film school with that actually made it in the business. I wonder if they stumble upon my IMB now D or whatever and go, what's
Who's-
this? Aaron Lopez?
They're like he never made it. did
Yeah,
he?
but there's no picture, so they wouldn't know.
Oh, there isn't?
Yeah,
No,
you
you
have
gotta
to
pay for
pay. You have
that.
to pay
How
for
do
the
you know it's
picture
me?
They don't.
because there is connection. Well, they wouldn't, but we would because
Oh,
of
because
all
the credit
YouTube
or
stuff.
something?
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
also saves you, Aaron, because then people can't call you a Nazi. See,
You
because
should- you
it's all
should
like
change
comic
your name,
names
Aaron.
and stuff, so.
To Aaron Gray.
There you go.
My God, look at
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Oh,
My goodness.
You know how many hits you'd have on your IMDb page?
I know. And my
Aaron?
YouTube channel. They'd be disappointed every time they tuned in, but at least I get them there initially. And then
That's right. Just pull them in.
Graham,
That's
I
all that
found one photo of Erin Gray. That's one of my buddies sent me recently. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my God, it's total smoke show. I'm gonna swing a better.
Yeah, my favorite lady from that era is probably Jane Seymour.
Oh God,
Linda
bro.
Carter. Linda
Yeah.
Carter's up there, but Jane Seymour in Somewhere in Time is
Oh,
just yeah. And I mean, like if we could time travel, Rita Hayworth is on high on the list. Debbie
Yep,
Reynolds,
yep.
like in Singing in the Rain, dude. Debbie Reynolds is just mesmerizing.
dude, Susan
know?
Hayward does it for me from if you want to go
Yeah.
way back.
oh yeah.
I'm
You
an
can go to-
Elizabeth Montgomery fan myself.
Well,
Oh,
after
yeah.
that photos you sent, I don't blame you.
There you go.
Shelley
Hey,
Long.
carbon dioxide for $2. Thank you. Who would be a good Lois for Nick Cage Superman?
Shelley Long.
Shelley Long.
Shelley Long.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Hey, information about the IMDb photograph. You have to be a member, so you have to get a IMDb Pro membership
Mm.
to add and update images to your IMDb page, and
Susan
it's
Hayward, folks.
it's $150 a year to be able to upload a photograph.
Not with the wrong name on there. I'm not going to.
$150.
You
a
can
year?
change that.
You can change everything about
You can. You can change the name.
Change
Oh
the
yeah,
name
then,
to protect the
then you
innocent.
could add your picture, and then you could add your links and all your stuff like that. And
You could darken your skin so you look Hispanic.
oh, hello,
Oh my God.
Lord.
Wow.
Lord.
Here
You
you
could
go,
say you
Graham.
start in a Home Depot
How
commercial.
about this one?
Okay.
Everybody asked me who would play
Oh,
Kid
yeah,
Carter.
yeah, yeah.
Who
Kim
would play
Novak.
Kid Carter in a movie? Right there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kim Novak.
Yeah, Kim Novak.
Oh.
She already
Have you seen
is
her
Kid
lately?
Carter.
Huh?
No.
Have you seen her lately?
Is she
She's
still
still
alive?
No.
Yeah,
Did
She
she get
really
like
is?
super
Well,
like surgery and
sort
stuff?
of. Sort of. Yeah.
She's barely alive.
Oh, she's got more plastic than flesh.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, I think
Really?
You
Yeah,
wouldn't
I-
even recognize it was that same person because she used to be so freaking amazingly gorgeous.
She's perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the structure is perfect. The nose, the jawline, everything.
Yeah.
I
Hitchcock
like
didn't-
Julie Newmar too.
apparently
like for
Hitchcock
one of his
didn't like
listings.
her very much.
Julie
Uh,
Newmar's pretty,
yeah.
but she's kind of crazy. She seems nutty.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right on
I
that,
like
Art.
the nuttiness, man.
Mm. She's up there too, Julie Newmar. Is she like 90 as well? I mean, she's
Did she pass away? I thought she passed
No,
away
she's still alive.
recently.
Dude,
Oh,
I saw
okay.
her at a show like 15 years ago.
Yeah, same here.
And she was like, she had so much plastic surgery. It freaked. I couldn't look at her because she looked like she was a doll. You know what I mean? She looked fake, and it just like freaked me out.
Look, if you want to share this, someone did the A. Oh yeah, she's got great gams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but don't show her older, Jay. You gotta do the young.
Yeah, the older one, she's looking kind of Jane Fonda-ish.
Yeah,
she
she's a little
does.
frightening. Yeah.
Don't you be dissing my Elizabeth.
I wasn't, man. I wasn't.
I don't want to
I
hear
was.
poor
Happy
woman
birthday,
died.
buddy.
From,
Hey, you know, Graham,
rectal
I wanted
cancer.
to do it earlier. I wrote you a rap song for your birthday, but I need Art like to play the drums.
Oh.
Yeah, just or just do like a 4 on the floor, like
Can you give him a
96.
beat? Art, hold on. Let me put you in solo.
You guys hear this?
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm listening. Little louder. Art.
Little louder.
Yeah, turn me up. Oh, there we go. 1, 2. Oh yeah. You're old. That's it.
Man.
Wait. Do it again. Do it again. I have
Wow,
an ending.
that
I have
was-
an ending.
it.
Do it
Man,
again.
I don't think anybody's ever written a song that was so street for me.
Yeah, that's it. That was the
You're
whole
old.
rap.
You're old.
Solo. Yeah, that was for you. That was for you. I wanted to sum it all up and keep it very
Well,
streamlined.
I'm touched, Dan. I don't know what to say.
Hey, I worked harder on that song than Dan did.
I know.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you, Art. Thank you.
I want
Dan's
to
a
thank you for
generous
that
one.
wonderful backbeat, Art, because it overshadowed the lyric.
That's what I do, man. That's my gift.
Yes.
That's your gift that keeps on giving.
That was
Oh,
good, though,
that is-
Dan.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You're all.
Oh yeah, Olivia Newton-John. That was another one. That was the first
Yeah.
blonde. First blonde.
Well,
And
at,
I
at
actually-
the end of Grease, when she shows up in a leather outfit.
Oh
Hey.
Lord. Oh heck.
hey,
Yeah,
big
tell
boy.
me
They had to
about it.
sew her into that outfit, by the way.
dude.
Yeah.
She's too skinny though. I mean,
The
she was really
pants.
pretty, but
Yeah.
she was too skinny for me, man. I need a
Oh,
little more
dude,
meat
that
on the bone.
voice. Her voice, man.
Oh yeah.
That was syrup in my ears.
Hey Graham,
Yeah, no, I like your voice, but I'm with Erin. She just didn't do it for me.
I sat next to her at it was Sundance Film Festival. Oh, whoa.
Really?
Hello.
this is
Who's-
this is Marilyn Monroe with today's makeup. So that's
Oh.
50s makeup, and then this would be with her with
Well, dude, she's
dynamite.
Sure.
Look at this.
she's smoking regardless.
Yeah, I was
She's-
gonna say I'd probably go
I
either way
just-
there.
I just watched some Like It Hot, and she's so great in that.
Yep.
7 Year Itch is pretty good.
Hello,
too.
Noise, right? Hello, Noise.
Interesting.
Hey, Soap Maker says Jennifer Connelly would have been a good Lois Lane. I think that's
Yeah.
true too. She'd
Yeah.
be really good.
That's a 90s girl.
I don't know. I think Dirty Thoughts when I think it's Jennifer Connelly. I don't know if I could go into like, oh, look at the character. Yeah, there's a.
She still looks pretty amazing. I mean,
Oh,
she's
she
a
does.
little skinny.
Yeah, yeah.
She
Kinda
was in.
blonde.
She was in
Little blonde, yeah.
Akira. What? No. What was the Battle Angel Lita? Yeah, she was.
She was in Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio, and she's married. I forget the actor's name, but he plays Vision in the
Oh, yeah.
Avengers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
Paul.
her husband,
uh,
Paul Bettany. There you go.
Yeah, Paul
Paul Bettany.
Bettany. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Paul
who
Bettany.
she's married to.
Yeah, it's Paul
Yeah,
Bettany,
you got
right?
it. That was it.
Oh, thanks, Billy.
That's right.
I
She
got it.
was in Top Gun.
There's a delay. It's a time zone thing with Billy.
It's
Yeah.
well, Billy's in the zone. I don't know if it's
No,
the
it's a
time
mental
zone.
thing. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the
He's
way.
in a zone. A zone. Yeah. The ozone.
Well, a lot of people loved your Arnold Schwarzenegger last week, bud.
Nice.
That was
Oh, holy
hilarious.
crap.
Got a big kick out of that. That was funny.
Yeah, sing the
Yeah.
birthday song as Arnold.
Yeah.
Which one? Like
The one you wrote for me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Art, get your backbeat going.
We need to do it right now. These words are Arnold's. They're never stolen. He's 62. His name is Graham Nolan. It's his magic day. Everybody get out and celebrate. Do it now.
Do it now.
Oh, that's the best.
Your countdowns on the auction were hilarious too. That was the best part of that.
Oh yeah.
You gotta bring joy. Gotta bring joy in such a
You did. I laughed
crazy time.
laughed heartily.
Oh,
How are they doing actually, Graham, or your daughter Becky?
I talked to Becky today. They got a Airbnb for a month, so they've got a place that's fully furnished that would take Leo, their dog, and now they can decompress a little bit, figure out a game plan, and look for a more permanent place.
Set up base, yeah.
Excellent.
So
That's great.
yeah, they're doing better. Still trying to come to terms. They haven't really had a moment to grieve over the loss because they've been shacked up with people. But now that they're on their own, they got their own place for a little bit, for at least a month. They'll, they can get that out of their system, come to terms, and formulate a plan to move forward.
How long had they been married?
Only a year and a half.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
so not a lot of, the only good thing is there's not a lot of accumulation of stuff like a life. So I mean, if there is a good side to it, they lost a lot, but a year and a half worth of stuff versus a lifetime. Yeah.
But she also lost the Chinook plushie, which.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. This is news to me.
Well, I'm kind of hoping one's already in the mail. Just saying.
Well, those are rare, Andy.
I know.
Oh man,
I don't grow on trees, Andy.
I mean,
that's where Graham draws the line. He'll do anything for his daughter, but only one plushie of the Chinook.
Only member. I can't throw my business out of whack here.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'll tell you another like silver lining and all that is just watching everybody come together. It felt really good to watch everybody come together for this cause.
Like this guy.
Yeah,
that's right. David White.
What's up, Brohawk?
What's up, Dave?
Yeah, he's so
stud. What a stud he is. Holy crap.
Those drawings, my gosh, man, that dude is.
I know.
Amazing.
That Batman. I saw the start of the Batman. I didn't get to see it finished till the next day when he posted it. And I was like, holy crap.
I'd like to propose that we keep David off these channels, just because he's made us look bad.
Yeah.
So
I don't mind.
Like to take a vote. Does anybody second that?
Nah.
Sure.
Nah.
Art, okay. Art seconded.
I like to be humbled.
That David is too good to be on this show.
That's right.
Not charity shows, though. Not charity shows.
Hey, he's the only one with a bro in his name, though, which is
that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But maybe he watches over us because he's a brohawk.
Maybe he watches it over us.
What is you saying?
I
don't understand what you were trying to imply with that one, Billy.
Hey, did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger on the Academy Awards?
I saw pictures.
There with DeVito, right?
With Danny DeVito.
I didn't watch the show. I just saw
they cut to Michael.
What did he do? I didn't. I heard he was on it, but I didn't.
They were doing a twins reunion, and then the two of them started talking about how they were both in a Batman movie. And then Arnold had points over to Michael Keaton, who's sitting over there in the front row, and goes, "Look, there he is right now." And Keaton, he stayed in Batman character. He just kind of gave him the death stare like this as they're doing their funny bits. He's looking at him like, and he's like this going.
It was great. It was really good.
It was really good. And Keaton looked better now than he did as Batman. It's like his hair was close cropped, very angular and face. He was lean. He looked really good.
Warner Brothers has got to do a Batman Beyond motion picture. I think every fan would eat it up. It would feel right. That's
exactly why they won't do it, Art.
Hey, maybe just what was that shit you were talking about earlier? The human growth hormone. Just
HGH,
fill Keaton up with the HGH, and just do a Dark Knight film. Do a fucking 1-for-1 Frank Miller adaptation with Michael Keaton, you know, and get someone like young and hip to play Carrie, and get the kid that's playing the Crow. to play the Joker, you know, or
Well,
or
that's
Willem
what.
da- or
Wait,
Willem
the guy
Dafoe.
pay,
No, you
the
need
dude
an old
playing the
Joker.
Crow
don't
is
you? You need an old Joker. Now
yeah,
you
what's
need
his
Nicholson, right?
It's a Skarsgård, isn't it?
Skarsgård. It is a Skarsgård. Yeah,
Yeah, the one that played it.
Yeah.
But he looks like Frank's. That's why I would say it. But Defoe, man, did you see Defoe in Poor Things? He
Mm-mm.
was great, man.
Oh God, he was so. I didn't see the movie, but just the trailer, I was like, oh.
Yeah, he was grotesque.
Who?
And you, Willem Dafoe.
In
He's
what
always
Did
movie?
you watch that
grotesque.
movie then, Dan?
Poor Things. Yeah, the wife. You know,
Did you like it?
I like parts.
Should she have won best
Yeah,
Oscar?
100% yes. 100% yes.
Mm.
Man, I didn't even know the Academy Awards were on. I literally did not know it. And I was just surfing around the internet that night and I was like, oh. And then I checked to see who won. It was like, I used to be so dialed into that. It was like, that was like must
Same
see
here.
TV for me when I was younger.
Yep.
Yep. And now it's like, I don't even care. I don't
Did
even care
minus
about these
one?
people.
Did minus one win best special effects? The
Yep.
Godzilla
Yeah.
Yes.
film? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Did you
good.
see who accepted the award?
No, who?
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw something. I didn't know that was for the show.
Yeah,
that
they-
he holds it.
You know, they did an animated thing, and he's got the roar and everything. It's so great.
Oh, cool.
Stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But now I'm with you. I used to watch. It's probably a decade ago or more. I stopped, but I used to watch all those award shows.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
I
that
wow.
talentless
Son.
hack Jimmy Kimmel, he decided he was going to read a Donald Trump quote because
yeah.
he's in the
Yeah.
safe
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
reads he reads Trump's tweet about him, where Trump
Yeah.
calls him, a no talent bum, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. And he reads that to get laughs from this very safe room that he's in.
Mhm.
yeah.
Go to a gun
Sounds-
show
sounds
and read
about
that.
right. You know what my
I just
favorite
like
thing is like Adam Carolla
Wow.
and Kimmel were like best of buds, and I think they're still friends. But it's so weird to see Carolla just kind of like veer off from that Hollywood like path. I really have a ton of respect for that guy. I've always liked
integrity.
him.
That's why.
Yeah, I've always liked him, but like even though he's not like a Christian or anything, he hangs out with Dennis Prager and he talks like that. He thinks religion's a good thing. It's just not a thing that he does. Like he sounds like a really good guy. Like you said, he's got integrity.
Dude, his podcast that Adam does his own, podcast, which is like a few hours, 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
It's just too long for me, but he does one with Dr. Drew that's only a half hour, 35 minutes that comes out like 3 days a week. It's fantastic.
And
It's
Dr.
fantastic.
Drew too. I thought that guy was like just a sellout. And then all of a sudden, like he's coming out, he's talking about, COVID and the truth and all this other stuff about transgenderism. I'm like, holy shit, I never would have saw these guys. And now Dr. Phil of all people, like
Dude, Dr. Phil is
this is
based, man. He
crazy.
was on, I heard the
Oh, I
clip.
expected that from him. From
Oh,
Dr.
really?
Oh,
I
yeah.
figured he was a sellout, man, with Oprah. and all
No,
that
man,
stuff.
he was on The View last week, and I heard the clip on another podcast where he was telling those hags on The View that COVID was so bad for kids and
I saw that too.
everything.
I saw that.
Yeah,
too.
and they were like, Whoopi's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean it? What? And he's like, yeah, keeping the kids out of school. This COVID did nothing to kids in the overall scheme of things. They were the least worrisome,
Group,
demographic to worry about, group to worry about. And they're the ones that are so damaged from keeping them out of schools and isolated and all this stuff.
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
about that with my 5-year-old. The first couple years of her life, people were like this.
That's
And,
right.
Yeah, and the only places that she ever went to were either home or Walmart.
Yeah.
And it's like, what kind of, and
Or the
interacting
liquor
with
store.
people. Yeah.
And the liquor store,
No.
you know.
The liquor
I
stores
never
were
took her there.
Yeah, and so are the
Yeah.
strip joints. So
That's
that was-
true.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
essential.
Church
There
are
was one
good
place
They
in
stuff.
shut down
Florida.
gyms. They shut down the
They
gyms.
closed down the strip joints. So this one place did a drive-through strip joint.
Oh my
It's like
God.
a
I
peep
saw
show.
that.
What do they put them
Yeah,
on
they
the
put up like
glass?
the tent outside.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
so
had
you
a tent
stayed in your
outside.
car.
You drive into the tent. You know,
Yep.
I kid
That's
you not.
amazing.
How do
And
you
I'm
give
sure
them-
they still figured out a way to close them down. Yeah.
How do you give those girls dollar bills though if you're in your car and they're
You
behind
just put the
glass?
window down a little bit and slide it through.
Oh, I
There
see.
you go.
Okay, okay.
Maybe
You
maybe
can put
they
the
take
knockers right up
coins.
against the window and you can just slide it right in.
It's like
Well,
when you
it's,
cross a bridge and throw the fucking change in the thing.
It's
In that little basket thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
it's amazing how that fear mongering from COVID worked and is still working. I mean, now, granted, I'm in Oregon, but I still go to places and people like employees are still wearing masks and stuff, and
Oh yeah.
are
It's
you
company.
kidding me?
It's company protocol.
Oh, it's well, no, but
Oh, not
no,
here.
No, it's not
It's
because
not here.
not everybody's wearing them, but they're like
No.
select people that work at places or a certain customer still has a mask on. I'm like, you guys, seriously?
Oh, there's still people that wear them.
Did you
My
guys
God.
see Bernie Sanders at the State of
Yes.
Union?
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
sitting
that
there
was
the whole
on.
time with a mask on, right? Then
Oh,
he
did
goes
he?
up in this crowd to greet the president with the mask off. The guy had just
Takes it right
shaken
off.
500 hands. He's coughing, and he's got no mask on now
Yeah, let's see. Yeah,
And he's
he's
all for
taking-
show.
because he wants.
Well,
his
no,
picture
Bernie's trying to
taken, he don't
game
want
the
a mask
system.
on.
He's like, maybe if I can take this dude out subtly like this, I can move up.
I didn't even know that. I didn't watch the State of the Union, but I didn't even see that.
That's true, right there.
Yeah, thank you for
Absolutely
that.
true.
I didn't want to watch it, and then I went up to go to bed at about 10, whatever time it was, and Helen had it on, and I'm like, oh my God, I was trying to stay away from this. And then I just got so furious before going to bed because everything he was saying, I'm like, oh, one, why are you yelling at everybody? Two, you're just making so much shit up. And of course, the fact checkers must have had the night off because God forbid. So, I couldn't.
I don't even watch that stuff anymore. It pisses me off so much. It's like I'm not even. I know everything he's gonna
That's
say,
my
but
point.
yeah, it's like I just.
And she had it on. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
And then
Always
people like
inevitably-
Marjorie, what's her name, Green, that
Yeah.
idiot
Yeah.
from Georgia. She doesn't help anybody's cause. You know, she's just a clown on the Republican side, and she's
Yeah.
yelling out shit. You know, and trying to derail them and stuff. And she's wearing her MAGA hat, and
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
Like he needs any
you know.
help getting derailed.
yeah,
I know.
yeah. It's like, come on, man. You know, at least be better than them.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Well, what about today? If you saw with her when they were talking to her, Robert Hur.
Oh, I saw some
yeah.
of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and who the hell was it? What the hell's her name?
Schiff.
One of the squad members or whatever, and Schiff too. And he's like, and the president and the president was completely exonerated by your report. And he's like, we did not. The
No, he
president was
wasn't.
not exonerated by the report. And there was the woman, one of the squads. Like, excuse me, I'm talking. So she
Yeah,
asked
this
him
is
a
my
question.
time.
Yeah, he tries
Yeah.
to answer it, and then she shuts him down and
Right.
repeats it.
Yep.
Was completely exonerated. You know, like it's just.
Yeah.
oh my
He
God,
said the word exonerated never appears in this thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what the takeaway was that why didn't you decide to prosecute? They didn't think they could get it through in court because of the decline in his mental faculties. So
Right.
wait a second, what you're saying is that he can't defend himself in a court of law, but he's got the codes to the nuclear football?
Yeah.
Right. And that's the contradiction with the Democrats is so you're saying he's fine. He's totally coherent. He's all mentally there. Yes. Great. He should be prosecuted. No. Oh, so you're saying
he's not that fine.
he's mentally not there
He's
and
not
he's
that
declining.
there.
No.
Yeah, my
So
favorite
which
is
one is
when
it?
you go, so he's great. He's all these things. It's like, well, he's better than Donald Trump. Like that's my favorite excuse. It's like you're still not saying he's a great president. Like you won't go that far, but you go, he's better than Donald Trump. I'm like, that's not who you
But
want
that's
to be
not even
president.
true. That's not even close to
No.
being true.
Uh,
Even if you think Donald Trump is a terrible human being, Joe Biden is a worse human being than Donald
Well, at
Trump.
least
is.
Joe
At
Biden,
every
or
level.
like, yeah, Trump can go there and he can make a speech. He can interact. He can make sense. You know, he can walk. You know, these things like my thing is if you wouldn't trust Uncle Joe to drive you to the airport, why would you trust him to be the president? Like,
No,
I would
not
get
even
in
that,
a car
dude.
with that
You
guy.
wouldn't let him if you're not going to trust this person to pet sit your dog for a weekend, why is he doing, you know?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
wouldn't
there's
trust
no
him
way.
to make dinner. I wouldn't trust him to make dinner. Like he'd burn the house.
Well, this is the prime example of what we've all been talking about. People voted anybody just so they didn't have to have Trump as president. They didn't care because they
Right.
hated Trump. This Trump derangement syndrome was so
They
great.
didn't want mean tweets.
They would vote for anybody, and regardless of how horrible a human being, horrible president, horrible whatever, it didn't matter as long as it wasn't Trump. And that just shows you how stupid this whole thing is.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that I find amazing is like he can't even do the job.
No.
Like you're hiring him to do a job, and he
Mhm.
can't do the job. So just based on that alone, all your feelings, everything else, he shouldn't be there. He can't do the
that
job.
speaks to the
period.
superficiality of the electorate, you know, of the people that vote, because they look at people how like a guy like Gavin Newsom. I fear that guy,
Yeah.
because he is perfect
Oh yeah.
for this type of electorate. He's smooth, he's good looking, he is articulate. His policies have destroyed the
Yeah.
state he's in, you know,
Yeah.
to where, you know, they're leaving in droves. You have to step over shit to get out. But he's the kind of guy that could get elected.
Yeah.
Versus like a guy like Trump, who, okay, he's crass, he's a narcissist, he's, you know, he's a million bad things when you're counting a person, but the guy got shit done. He
Yep.
did the job, you
Mhm.
know.
Right.
And that's all I want from a president. He doesn't have to be this representative on the world stage. I don't give a shit about that. Do right by America. Do right by our country and our people. You know, lift us
Right.
up out of a maligned economy. You know, protect us, make us feared around the world in dark places. You know,
Right.
And the thing is, I don't have to like him either. I don't have to like him as long
Yeah,
as
you don't
he's
have to
doing
like
the
him.
job. Like,
Yeah,
as
well,
long as-
I
Yeah,
like
well,
when I
that's
have
the
to
thing.
get
You're
my
not
tax-
voting for your best friend.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
You know,
Drinking
and
buddy.
what about this though with Biden, that with Donald Trump every day with so much negative press, 95% negative press towards the president, hammering him every day with all that bullshit with the fake Russian thing, the impeachment, all this. And Biden still on his honeymoon with the press. Now they're kicking and screaming, having to cover things because it's so glaring.
Mhm.
Biden's approval ratings are lower than Trump's were at this point. Trump still had, despite all of the shit thrown at him daily and hatred and
Yeah.
vitriol from late night TV to the news to everything, all the deep state, all the congressmen, all the senators, all this shit every single day, his approval rating was still higher than Biden's at this point.
Right.
That's what gives me hope.
Well, and look
keep
at
him
this.
from
Remember how they
cheating.
picked on Trump for vacationing all the time?
Oh, yeah.
26% compared to Biden's 40%.
Yeah.
And he's not even done with his full 4 yet.
40%.
So-
It's almost half his time has been on vacation.
Almost half his time.
Well, now come
Yeah.
on. 95% of the time he's been on vacation.
Yeah.
Let's admit
Well-
it. He's not doing anything. He's not
Yeah,
running.
what they
Brady's
call
been on
vacation
vacation for 40 years.
is what they call vacation is nap time.
Yeah, exactly.
I
You
got
know what
So
is
the
so-
Babylon Bee, I don't know if you guys so I follow the Babylon Bee on Twitter, and they had one today where the picture was I mean, you couldn't tell who it was, but it was an old guy laying down on a couch, right? And you could tell it was like the Oval Office, and draped over him was the flag. So you can only see like this much of his head. So it was, you know, it looked like Biden's haircut and stuff. And it said something, the headline was something like, every time Biden lays down to take a nap, they always drape the flag over him mistakenly.
Oh,
Well, one of these times they're going to be right. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
They hold the
And I'm
mirror up
I
to
am-
his nose.
After he's out of office, because I don't like the alternative.
Right.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine
If he
Kamala
backs
Harris
off before then.
president? Oh my gosh.
I have an idea with Gavin Newsom though, because Gavin's like, oh, I backed the president. You know, he's a great man. All this stuff. So what I think is going to happen is no matter what happens to Biden, right? Like, let's say he gets reelected. So whether he's a bad president or, well, most likely he'll he'll pass away, right?
Right.
So then, can they bring in Gavin Newsom at that point?
No,
Like,
no.
No, because it goes
unless
right
he
to the
was vice
president.
president.
Vice
If he
They
was
would have to make a deal with basically the vice president to have her, say no. But then if she says no, it just goes
Speaker of the
to
House.
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House.
yeah.
Okay, so
So-
my thing is, if Biden gets reelected, does Kamala Harris come with that, or can Biden pick
No, they can
another
shoot her.
vice
Only
president?
if he picks her as his running mate for his second term.
at the convention, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
He still has
if
to pick her.
Yeah, but if Biden picked Newsom, would that work? Could that
They
He
can
would never
change
do
vice-
that.
They can change vice president.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but see, he wouldn't do that. That would be
No.
he would lose so many voters if he bounced Kamala. I don't think he's going to be the nominee. I really think they're going to switch it up at the convention somehow. But I don't think it's going to be Newsom anymore because California is such a shit show, and they know it, that they'll try and slide somebody else in there. I don't think it's going to be Kamala, but I don't think it's going to be Newsom anymore.
Yeah, but Newsom's getting away with bloody murder, and even
well,
Biden said that California is the template for the rest of the country.
Mhm.
So
Right,
this is
but
what
even they can
want.
tell that it's a
We
shit
call
show
that
out there now.
gaslighting, I think.
But Andy,
Oh, okay.
they elected Biden, who for 40 years in the Senate was wrong on every foreign policy, on every
Oh, I
other
know.
thing that and yet a plagiarist, a known plagiarist, and yet here we are.
Yep.
I know.
He's there. So the idea of Gavin Newsom getting elected is completely plausible.
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
won't be based on his record. It
I just
won't be
I just
based
don't
on
think
his
it's
record.
so who thinks it's going to be Biden in November being
I
on
do.
the ticket?
Actually,
I
I
do
think
you
we
really?
can do it.
Yeah, I think
You
it's gonna be
really
Biden.
think I don't think
it
Biden's
will.
going to be on the ticket.
Andy,
think
here's
Biden
the
will be
thing. Here's the thing. He's not running the show. Obama
No, I
is,
know
and
that.
whole, so they don't even care.
Right.
Yeah, but then they
president,
definitely have to
because he's
swap out they definitely have to swap out Kamala then because
Well,
if
she's
something
getting swapped.
happens to him,
She's
yeah,
getting
if
swapped.
something happens to him in a second term, there's no way.
Yeah, but
No
even
way.
even if she took power, she wouldn't be running the show. Those guys.
Yeah, but
are
yeah, it
not
would be the
running
same
the
thing.
show.
It would just be a different
Yeah, but she's
person.
not as you're right. I see what you're saying, but she's also not as losing it as he is.
She's a bigger
What?
idiot.
She didn't have it to lose.
Yeah, she doesn't
Yeah.
have
No,
to
no,
lose.
I get what you're saying, but he's not running the show, so they can easily use him as a puppet. But let's say he gets reelected. She's the vice president. Something happens to him. She goes to the president role at that point. You can say she's not running the show. Somebody else is. But when it comes down to it at that point, whoever they're talking to, she can try to push her weight around going, guys, I am the president now.
Right,
She
but
won't.
She will.
her
She
whole career is based on sleeping around and making deals. And I don't think she could even handle it. I don't think she wants it. She wants maybe the title, but I don't think I don't know. I think she'd be easy to control if it was Obama.
I
or
think
whoever
she's
was
already
playing.
being controlled. I think she's
Yeah.
already being controlled.
I agree.
She's a puppet.
I
Yeah, it
agree.
would be the same thing.
A puppet
just
that
for
doesn't
him.
do anything.
Right.
Hey, Evil One, thank you for that $5 super chat. Happy birthday, Graham. How you and Art survived the Ice Age boggles my mind. At least you're not old enough to be pooping in your pants like our president.
Oh Lord.
Well,
We're
I've
not
had
there
my
yet.
moments.
We're not there yet. We're not there.
You know,
yet.
I was watching. I don't even really care for this band. Whitesnake is this snake. There's this singer named David Coverdale. He's been around since he was with Deep Purple in the 70s. Like he's an old guy. Like I think he's pushing 80 or he's in his 80s, right? And I just saw he was touring 2023, right? He's in Japan, like just rocking it. And I'm thinking, this guy is like the president's age, and he's commanding a freaking audience, and he's belting out these tunes, and he's lucid.
Paul McCartney's 81.
Yeah, like these
That's
guys.
the same age, yeah.
Shows.
Yeah, just
know?
because you're
Oh, my
old
God.
doesn't mean that you're
right.
you're
My
not.
daughter just went and saw Ringo Starr.
Yeah,
And-
he's even older.
I know she went and saw Ringo Starr and his traveling all-star band, right? Talk about taking an off-ramp here. But
The oldies show.
dude, they had Steve Lukather was there in the band. Edgar Winter was there, and Colin Hay from Men at Work was there.
He's
It
great.
was like, and they played all these guys. Not only did they play, Ringo's stuff, but they played these guys like best hits too. So she was just freaking out, couldn't believe how great it was. It was like all those dudes are like in their 70s.
Yeah.
Coverdale 72. So,
Oh, he's 72. Okay.
Soapmaker posted it.
Let me
Well,
just
look at
thank
Mick Jagger.
Von
Isn't he
Beowulf.
still singing?
Let me
Yeah,
just
I don't
thank
know.
Von Beowulf for the $2 super chat. What would Superman say to Mr. Potato Head Biden? He wants to know. Anybody have an
Ugh.
answer for that?
Please retire.
Please go
What
away.
would
I think
He'd say, "We're just going to go on a little trip and fly him into the sun."
Hey,
you
yeah.
look a little baked.
You like flying? You like?
You need a little sun. You look a little, a little pale.
Do you believe a man can fly?
yeah.
And
Oh, let's see.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, so you've never been to the border?
There you go. I get you there faster than Air Force One. You're going to fly me? Oh no, I'm going to
Yeah.
throw you. I know
Yeah.
the direction.
He flies at super speed, but forgets to wrap him in the cape, so the friction just burns his skin off, and he gets
Oh,
there as a skeleton.
Oh,
Oh no.
Nobody deserves that.
But I was going to say this. I was going to say this earlier, Graham, and you'll know this because you're an older dude. And,
Yeah, Graham.
and Art will know because I think he worked in Ike's administration
That's
early
true.
on.
Yeah.
I like
But
it.
like Ike, yeah.
wasn't Eisenhower the first guy to, because TV started coming in the 50s? Didn't he go to Robert Ryan and took lessons from Robert Ryan, the actor, on how to perform on camera so that he could look better on camera when he did the State of the Union
That's
address and all
smart.
that kind of stuff?
That's smart.
And
man.
it changed everything. And then it just became this popularity contest from then on. And it was never voting
Well,
for.
they said that's why Kennedy.
Right.
That's why Kennedy won, because Kennedy was very charismatic.
Yeah,
He
they
Right.
was
said
in
that's
the media.
radio.
Right.
Radio.
well, that's not Kennedy really didn't win.
But
No, that's
but I'd
true.
be surprised if it
Lyndon
was
B.
Robert
Johnson
Ryan,
won, right?
because Robert Ryan was a confirmed leftist Democrat. So
Oh,
for
was he?
Eisenhower, to
Was
teach
it
him out-
Robert Montgomery? Then maybe it was
Oh,
Elizabeth
Robert
Warren.
Montgomery. Yes,
Maybe.
Robert Montgomery. Yeah,
Might have been Robert Montgomery then.
the father of the beautiful Elizabeth Montgomery, by the way.
That's right. You're, by the way, exactly.
all
It all
comes
comes
full
full
circle.
circle.
It does.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
around.
Yeah.
Stephen Della Vega for $3. Graham, tell me all about your Transformers 16. Well, it's not much to tell there, but it was a one-shot, inventory story that I did, and eventually it got slated and published, and they didn't offer me any other ones.
Who wrote it? Who wrote it? Do you remember?
It wasn't Bob Budiansky. It was like the only Transformers he didn't write. Oh, Len Kaminsky. That's who wrote it.
Kaminsky wrote that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Len
Okay,
Kaminsky.
who inked it?
Tom Morgan.
Ooh.
I like Tom Morgan.
Really?
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Wow.
Tom Morgan's
Morgan.
great.
Hey, Steven,
Yeah.
kudos on the Gibson SG. That's a badass guitar, man.
Oh, there we go.
Man, I would be like, if my first job was, hey, draw all these robots, I'd be like, I just kill myself and go, my career's
Yeah.
over.
I never
I know,
wanted. I never wanted to work
I
on
got
Iron
lucky.
Man. I never wanted to
Yep.
work on those.
I got
books.
Oh no,
lucky because
Iron Man
the
would have been
script
cool.
was about-
Transformers though.
Iron Man to ink all those. Yeah.
Well,
I
the
don't
Iron
like
Man-
drawing tech. I don't like drawing tech and
I don't
robots
yeah,
either.
and
it's all
stuff
the
like that.
tech stuff. Yeah.
But I got lucky because this issue was showcasing Bumblebee, who, when he turns into a car, is a Volkswagen, which is the very
back
car
then,
I
yeah.
owned. So I just
Oh,
sat out in the
nice.
Oh, no
parking
shit,
lot
really?
and drew my own Volkswagen. We had no
Hey, can you
internet or
write-
anything.
Can you write off your car if you use your car in a comic book?
Right?
think
Oh,
so.
Well,
I
you
didn't
can
even write
technically
the
write off
portion of
your
it.
car payment anyhow. So
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like write the whole car off. Like
I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, I had a motorcycle, so I used my motorcycle in Atomic Angels, my Bermuda motorcycle, and I wrote that sucker off.
Well, technically, if you're using it for something else, that's where if you say I use this only for reference, I don't drive it around for joyriding or anything like that. But if you are using it for other things,
right.
then-
Well, that's
Oh,
why.
we went-
Yeah.
We went to conventions. Mine went to conventions with me and stuff, and I had.
well, yeah, but if you took it to a convention, you were showing it. You could argue that it was
Yeah.
part of the thing.
the dog
But-
and pony show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
my
Tucci
accountant
dog and
doesn't
pony
let me
show.
do that.
Yeah, the Tucci. Hey,
The
I didn't
Tooch
make the
had one
system.
too, man.
Hey man, I didn't make the system.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
just
if you want the
gained it.
system change it. You know.
Yeah, you got
You
to
want to
right.
hear you want to hear
Right.
some interesting stats, guys, about this
Yes.
show?
Sure.
We have 243 people watching on YouTube, right?
Right.
And we have 481 people watching on X.
How do you do that?
Wow.
How do you
Really?
port it over? Is
How'd
it
you do
in the
that on that?
StreamYard thing?
It's in the StreamYard. When you're setting it up, you
Yeah.
click on. You have three choices:
Right.
Yeah.
X,
Yeah.
Oh, they
YouTube,
X
and
On
Facebook.
Facebook.
X
And
is
I
not
can't-
option
over to
now.
YouTube.
I know that they've integrated Instagram, but it, like, I don't know if you guys watch the video on it. It's like super convoluted. It's
Yeah,
I like
because the aspect ratio is square
Square.
for
Right.
it, and it just messes things up. I don't even put it on there.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna start putting it on X or sorry X.
Yeah.
not
Oh, you
Twitter
haven't
now.
been doing that? I've got it.
No.
Yeah, I'm like Graham. I've got it going on Facebook, YouTube, X.
I don't put it on Facebook.
And that's it.
I put it on Facebook because there's always 5 people that are waiting.
Yeah.
Well, they need to
You
move.
gotta do it on
Five those 5 people.
Those 5 people can
They need to
join
move
you on
over to a
YouTube.
bigger platform. You know. And you can comment on X too. Although I'm looking through comments here, I see everybody here is on YouTube.
YouTube,
but we did have an X comment during the draw
On
stream.
Wednesday. Yeah.
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 So
All right, and Dino, I saw that. I'm blowing you up.
I
next
see
week
that.
up on one of my screens.
That's his
Hey.
alter ego, Lopez.
Everybody
watches
has a vice, Andino. Everyone does.
That's right.
Oh no! I mean, before that, he
That's
said Aaron had a career. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, I thought you were about.
Oh.
I just I see
Oh.
the porn now.
Ignore
Yeah.
that one then.
Hey, you know when Walter Simonson shows up in our chat,
Mhm.
he's watching on Facebook. So
Yeah.
let's
Right.
put it out there because you never know when Walter is going to show up. And Beatty too.
Well-
Beatty is the same way. Shows up on Facebook. So
Walt's going to be at the Garden State Art Fest again.
Oh, awesome.
Yes,
well, he's
Yeah,
in
it
New
is.
Jersey.
Give him a little
Well,
more
he's
time.
close to New Jersey. Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything we
yeah.
do, everything we do is for Walter Simonson.
He said he just moved.
That's right.
Well, he
Really?
was moving, or they were selling. I don't know if he's actually moved yet. Has he?
He
Are
was
they
talking
staying in
about
the
it
same
when we
state?
saw him. I think so. I don't know.
When older people are talking about moving, I never think it's a good thing.
Why?
Just the
Yeah.
idea of
Why?
packing up all your shit and art.
Yeah.
And Walter's never sold any of his artwork either. I
I
don't
know.
think so.
Oh my
Can you
gosh! I
imagine
know.
moving all of that?
Him and Terry Austin. Terry Austin's
got
the
the-
other guy.
Walter's got the greatest studio. It's like, dude, why are you? I mean, it's like this huge plate glass. It's divided, but it's a huge window
Right.
out into the like backyard. But it's all like forest and stuff. So like deers are coming by where you're drawing. That'd be so awesome.
He's tired of shoveling snow.
I guess maybe.
That's right.
Big
I don't
love
know
to
how you
play
guys
golf.
do it. I don't know how you guys do it. I couldn't live.
I
where
don't.
that kind of snow. Yeah, but Billy, does it snow where you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Graham.
Not like Graham.
It-
Not like Graham though.
Oh yeah.
My man Dan.
I don't
No,
mind the
Graham-
snow. I
Graham
love
gets
it.
the worst.
Yeah, I don't have a tank snowblower like Graham has, but I got a nice snowblower, and it's an excuse then to drink and eat comfort food and light
I
the
heard
fire.
you
and-
give
Hey,
the
I've
good-
seen those videos of people sliding down their driveway because it's all ice and everything. Or I saw one guy with his trash can, and he just slipped, and the trash can was just.
I
It
went to
was
this.
nuts.
I went to this gun shop one time that had opened up recently in town, and they were selling flamethrowers. And I came home all excited. I said, Julie, they're selling flamethrowers. She goes, flamethrovers. Oh yeah. You know, she goes, what would you do with a flamethrower? I'm like, clean
What
the
wouldn't I do?
driveway.
Yeah.
What are you talking? What wouldn't I do with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
Have you guys
Hey,
seen
hey,
Once
hey,
Upon a
those-
Time in Hollywood? Have you guys seen Once Upon a Time
Yeah.
in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh, yeah.
the end where DiCaprio gets out the flame.
Yeah, and the guy says, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm all right. But the goddamn hippies aren't.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hippies
yeah.
are- That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, do the heated driveways work? Like I've
Heated
always heard,
driveways?
yeah, that they have
Yeah.
like
Totally.
elements built into the concrete, and then it will melt the snow.
Dude,
It's
we've
really
got
expensive.
if you go up to what basically the West Hills that overlook Portland, there's like there is like, I remember when they built this development, it was probably 30 years ago, but it is literally, if you can see let's see, the road up to the development is literally this steep. And we're like, and it's up in it's up in the hills. So they get snow. And what they did was they piped in the hot water stuff, the pipes underneath the road, so that if it does snow and ice, that it keeps it melted so people can actually get down. So yeah.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't want to be that house at the foot of the hill.
Right.
Oh, I know.
Just slide down into your house.
So the people that like hang on the ledge and they have stilts like holding up the edge of the.
No, thank you.
I couldn't do that. There's no way. No, I could not live in a house like that.
Yeah.
My brother
in California,
was in New
they
Hampshire, and he had a driveway that was on an angle and then went to the right, and then into the garage. But halfway up the driveway was towards the road was this gigantic boulder, as just a design element. Well, coming down that driveway, if you didn't ice it and salt it right, you're like shh, right up the road,
right
into the boulder. It's like I don't know. I'd be worried crazy. I have a pretty good angle on mine. In fact, my Jeep one time, there was some melt because it got sunny and the sun got on the snow that was, compacted onto the driveway, and it started to melt and the tires were sitting on it and it melted underneath. And I got out of my Jeep, and all of a sudden it starts rolling backwards. And I'm like, I'm one leg hopping because I got one leg in the Jeep and one leg on the driveway. And I'm like, boink, boink, boink. And I'm trying to get into it before I hit the wooden post at the bottom because the door is going to go like this.
See, that's I can't do that. Hey, you guys live where it snows. Okay. We have these signs that say, in the wintertime, be careful because the bridges will freeze up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, why the bridge versus anything
because
else?
there's no ground heat. There's no heat.
Exactly.
So it just comes under and just freezes it
and
from
the water.
The bridge
the condensation from the water will settle on
will
the bridge.
Freeze it. Okay.
Yeah, with the snow. Yeah. So be careful with that RT Bear.
Yeah,
and it's no joke because we were. It was about 13 years ago. We were driving down to Florida and we were on 95. And I'm looking at this bridge, off in the distance, and I see cars, like just a couple of them on either side. And I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. And I tell you, as soon as we hit that bridge, the car just started to go. And I can still remember saying out loud, here we go.
Yeah.
And you know what? I did. And Helen will tell you too. She remembers it.
Hit ice.
And I just you just let it go because that's what you do. I mean, you hold on to the wheel, but you can't you don't turn it, you just go with it, or turn into it. And then the minivan next to me,
out of my car.
The minivan next to us slid right into our corner panel, knocked us into the concrete, barrier. We bounced off of that. And then as soon as we got on the other side of the bridge, we got traction again so we could pull over. And of course, the van pulled over. There was already a cop there because there were two other cars that had the same problem.
Mm.
But yeah. So
I've witnessed that one time.
Huh?
We were going up to Big
I was
Bear.
in South Carolina.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going up to Big Bear.
It was February.
And the roads froze. So it was just like a light dusting of snow. But then we come around this curve and there's these cars that are just kind of coming backwards, but like slow motion. And they're just kind of piling up into each other and just dragging everybody down. And I was like, I don't think we're going to make it to the cabin today. Let's turn around. I've heard of that black ice. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I've never
black
seen
ice.
it firsthand.
The dog's ice.
Yeah.
That's the only accident I ever got into is I was going to the airport to make a FedEx deadline for Marvel. And it was snowing. It was just starting to snow and it was getting icy, but I thought I can make it. Hit a patch of black ice and I couldn't stop. And I just right into the car in front of me. Then someone hit me from behind. Oh my gosh, I was so pissed. It's like, why didn't I just stay at home? This deadline's not that important. So I've never driven in ice again since that. It was like,
really?
Wow. Yeah.
But the thing is, you don't know, right? Until sometimes you're on it.
Well,
can you
but
tell?
if it's freezing outside and it's been
Yeah,
raining,
if
you
it's
get freezing
32
rain, I
or
just, like,
below,
forget
Yeah.
it.
stay
Where
in
the
if
fast
you're not
drop in
used to driving.
temperatures
Yeah.
and the trucks haven't been out with the salt and stuff.
Right.
I mean, certain areas are better than others, obviously. I mean, like where we're at in Buffalo, they know how to handle snow and ice. So, like when they
Oh,
know
yeah.
storms are coming, they're out there prepping the roads, and then they're constantly out there. So kids, at least when my wife was a kid, they never had school off. There was no snow days. I mean, if they had
Right.
4 feet of snow, they were in school the next day. Now they're all pussies and
Dude,
they
that's
stay
how
home for if it's too cold.
that's how it was in
Um,
Syracuse where Helen grew up. They didn't have
Yeah.
snow days. Down
Yeah.
here, we get like it. I swear to God, down here in Charlotte, we get an inch of snow and everything shuts down. And
Hey,
Helen and I are
when I
like,
was
"Are
growing
you
up in
freaking
Florida, I didn't have
kidding?"
any snow days either. They didn't give me any days off for
Yeah.
that.
Do you think it's because of all the litigation in the past, 30 years where everybody's just
I,
afraid
I,
that
I think the teachers want days off. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
they still are
that's the
throwing on the
argument that they
Sorry.
use is that
I mean,
some of these
very angry.
teachers live in other areas where, if you got lake effect snow, they might be snowed in because of lake effect and they can't get to school, so they end up closing up the school for that reason, which makes some sense, but still,
Well, and they do it down here. They do it. Well, I think most areas they do it by county, and the county I live in is really big. And there was a year where the northern part of the county got like the frost freeze warning, and there's like maybe an inch of snow up there. They canceled it for the whole county. It was sunny as hell that whole day, green grass, nothing. But the county's so big, and it's like, are you effing kidding me? Just cancel it for those few schools.
yeah. But you live in a state where how do they handle snow and ice? I'll bet you they don't put salt on the road. I'll bet you they're putting sand.
They put brine down.
Brine.
Brian.
Yeah, it's
salt
called
water.
brine. It's
The
a
salt
mixture stuff. And yeah, if they know something's coming, you'll see the trucks out the day before, and you can see it on the road. It kind of stains it some, so you can tell when they put it down on your road or not. But they get out there the day before and do it.
Yeah.
so
So
they
Time
soak
you ever-
their brisket at night and then they take the leftover brine
Yeah,
and dump
and
it
they
all
pour
over.
the brine.
It smells
And the-
delicious on
Yeah,
And the
you
road
know?
smells delicious. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
so good.
Mixed
Yeah.
mixed with tire, like what is that? Skids. It smells terrific.
Skid marks.
Yeah,
Right.
skid marks.
You
Skid
lay a
marks
patch
and
on the
brine.
road that just cooks the
The,
brine. You're like,
Yeah.
so
The
good.
When we
smell
used
of
to
burnt
live,
tires and brine.
a little bit north here in Georgia, in Alpharetta, they had snow days because they weren't prepared for it. It snowed one day a year, and they don't have enough. They don't have enough trucks and stuff. They didn't buy enough because it's not justified with one day a year. So they just let that one day kind of be a wash for everybody.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, some states like in New Hampshire where my daughter lives, they put sand on the road, and like the inside of her car looks like she's been at the beach.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
you're tracking in sand and stuff. When I
Sure.
went to visit her one time, it was in the summer. I'm like, "What's all the sand? You guys been to the beach?" She goes, "No, that's from the roads." I'm like, "What?
That's
That
crazy.
doesn't do shit."
What
I
it's
mean,
got to
it
do to the
doesn't melt.
undercarriage too, you know?
Well,
Well, same
it's-
thing with salt or gravel does the same thing.
Yeah, the
tears up your
salt is
car.
the worst. It's a salt.
Yeah, I was gonna
chemical.
say salt's the worst. Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
mess
Chew
your
it
shit
up.
up.
That's what kills.
That's
it.
back. Do you still do that up there, Graham? When you buy like a new car and stuff, do you still have to get that special coating underneath because of the salt?
I
You know what I'm
don't.
talking about?
I have a subscription to a car car wash, and I take my truck through the car wash, once or twice a week, and
okay.
it gets the undercarriage and everything else.
But you know what I'm talking about. I can't remember what they called it, but up north, when you buy a car, they'd be like, "Oh, we can spray this."
Yeah,
Maybe it's just undercoating. I can't remember, but it's because
Yeah.
even in
Some
Maryland, they
of
would
those
sell it
void
to you because
warranties,
of
though.
snow.
Some of those void
What's that?
warranties. Some of those
Oh.
processes void warranties because
Yeah.
it sprays grease and all that stuff all around the material that if they have to
Right.
do work on, it's a
Oh
problem.
yeah, yeah.
I used to do it with
That's
my
a mess.
Jeep. I used to get it sprayed
Okay.
every year. And then one time somebody needed a jump and I opened up the hood and all I had was oil all over my hands from the oil spray.
Oh.
And it was like,
Oh.
oh my God, I had to grab towels. I had to wipe my hands off on the grass. And I said, never again. I'll never use this again.
Oh.
Oh,
Tell you,
Jesus.
open the hood and see what damage
That is
they do.
gross.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a wax oil. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We haven't had to deal with that in a long time, luckily. So,
Well, Matthew's
That's,
going to be up there by you, Graham. He's going to be up there up in Erie. So
Yeah. He's
And-
going to be right on
Yeah.
Lake Erie. So he's going to be prone to all those lake effect snows.
yep, and they can drive. Freshmen can have cars. So he's got a car. He's got an Equinox. That was Williams. It's a 4-wheel drive.
Oh,
So-
okay.
But
wait, does that mean you guys are going to be empty nesters come the fall or no?
Well, William lives with us. Our oldest
Oh,
still
okay.
lives with us. So
Okay.
we don't want him to move out.
Can't afford
know,
it
yeah,
in New
just-
York.
Yeah, true. That's another thing. Save your money. He wants to move out. He wants to get an apartment. Like, bro, save your money.
Yeah.
Get a great job. Just do that. You don't even know
Yeah.
how good you got it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. And hey,
Let's
it's not
hope
like
that's
Oakland where you
different.
can't go in to eat at certain Taco Bells anymore because of crime. So,
Oh my god.
you know,
Oh, I
What's
saw
up with
that
that?
today. Yeah.
in Oakland, there's 4 Taco Bells that have shut the doors and they're just do drive-through now because of crime. How sad
Yeah.
is that?
My daughter
California.
decided she was going to stay in California, Southern California, and they're in Orange. And she tells me about stuff, and I said, you had a free ticket. You could have moved out to Texas with us. and so then she was kind of talking about finances and things, and I finally told her, I said, you're never going to have the American dream there. You can't
No.
afford it.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
not going to own a house. You're not going to have any real estate. You're not going to have that. And I said, I'm sorry, but it's just your generation is just not going to be available to you. It's too
Right.
damn expensive. There's other places that you could live where you could basically make similar money, and the cost of living is a lot cheaper. I'm so pissed off at Joe Biden. I can't. One, I lost like 80,000 in investments, and
Holy shit.
everything is twice the amount of money right now than it was 3 years ago,
Oh,
4
yeah.
years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And that pisses me off because when we moved out here, my wife and I from California, it was like we won the lottery. It's like,
Yeah.
everything's available. We don't have to stress. We don't have to worry. The money goes, farther. And as far as I'm concerned, he destroyed this area. Like, now it's, to us, it's just kind of like California. It's expensive. I mean, it's not quite as expensive, but it's
Right.
kind of
Well,
feels
it's not
that
as
way.
expensive as it would be if you stayed.
In
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's
so-
expensive. Everything is just more expensive. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's quite a eye opener when you go to the supermarket, get 2 bags of groceries, and it's $100. I can't
Mhm.
imagine, Dan, with your family. Holy
Yeah, it's not easy, man.
shit, man! It's like we're not going to have meat this week, kids.
No, yeah, it's terrifying. It really is. And they're saying like, well, inflation's only at 2.9%. Yeah, that's from last year.
Oh,
You
they
know,
got
it's
new
not
numbers,
right.
Billy.
It's
It's over.
so, and last year was 9.7%, and the year before that it was whatever 10%. So inflation is still like 25% of what it was fucking 3 years ago, 4
Yeah,
years
exactly.
ago.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what they don't tell you. Well,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like the
they
employment
lie.
numbers. They adjusted. What was the stat? I heard the stat today. Out of like the 13 past months of employment numbers, they had to adjust down. I think they said 11 of them or something like that. It was a ridiculous number. So these numbers come out and they tout them. Oh, look how great these numbers are. But what they don't say is when they adjust them. And there's a chart online you can find to where it's like, this is what they said they were. And then you see what the real numbers were. And it's like that for like 11 out of 13 months, or Smokey says it's 10 out of 13 months. They adjusted 10 out of 13 months down.
Yeah,
the three
And
that
if-
doesn't
if
get
you
any
look-
news
And if you look
Lies
at it,
and lies and statistics.
yeah, and if you look at it, you can see it like what they do. Even like Disney, like a lot of these companies, is they kind of and medical and government's the same. They kind of destroy it, right? And then they're like, oh yeah, this is bad, and then they kind of build it back, but it never quite goes back to where it was before you destroyed it. So they're kind of like the alpha and the omega, right? They destroy it, but then they get to be the hero in the story as well. You know, like they're the villain and the hero. You know,
all I
so
know is
weird.
when Trump was in office, we had the lowest unemployment for minorities in the history of the country.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not to mention,
Well, you can also look at this. When he was in office, the average annual bump for people was about 4,200, I think they said. Now, or no, it was 4,000. Now it's negative 42 a year.
God.
So
yeah.
But hey, Biden's still better than Trump.
We're building back better,
Yeah.
but not building back as good as Stippling Vaughn for $4.99 because he was
Yeah.
back at
Oh, shit.
12. He says, "Happy
There you
birthday, Graham! Thank
go.
you for offering the coasters. He just got a set, and thank you, Stippling, and happy birthday to you tomorrow."
Happy birthday,
God
buddy.
bless.
Yes, happy early birthday.
Yeah,
Yes.
happy
He's such
birthday.
a great guy. I don't know if you guys have ever met him.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
We
No.
did in Garden
Wait.
State.
Oh,
Yep,
Garden
Garden
State.
State.
With that,
Yeah, Garden State. Yeah,
God, State.
I assume he'll be at Garden State this year. So,
Probably.
You know,
If
who
he
won't
knows
be
what's
Garden
good
State
for
this
him, he
year?
will.
oh, I know, Billy. What was that, Art?
I said, if he knows what's good for him, he will.
You know what's good for you.
That's right. Art's going to lean on him. You know,
That's right.
Stippling.
Oh, Art coming too?
Oh, I'm
No.
not.
I know.
I don't
Art doesn't
travel.
leave the
Art
state.
can't even hardly make it down the stairs. Come on.
Actually, yeah, just update on the back. There's nothing they can do. I saw the X-rays.
Oh, really?
It's
Nothing?
like, you know how those collisions we were talking about with the snow? That's what my
Yeah.
lower spine looks like.
Oh, bro. What?
Yeah,
is-
there's
So what do you mean? You just have to
They
take
can't
like
even use it?
pain meds or some shit forever?
Yeah, that's all. Like they
They
can give me
can't, they
pain
can't
shots.
use it or anything?
Well, if they
That's
fuse it, then my whole spine will be fused and I won't be able to move. So,
Well, eventually, yeah, but
well, my upper spine already is fused, and they
oh,
said
is
so.
it? Okay.
Yeah, so they said what happens with these surgeries, because I had scoliosis when I was younger, is when I got a Harrington rod, 2 Harrington rods, some metal rods, and then my upper back is froze, you know, like they froze it. Is it ends up putting pressure on the lower back over the
Right.
years. So then what happens is it just compresses, and then the bones just kind of start going in whatever direction they're going to go from the pressure. And so that's what happened. So they can take it all apart and straighten it out. And I said, what will that do with the pain? And she said, it won't change anything. You'll just have a straight spine, but you'll still be in a lot of pain. Yeah.
Are you a candidate for
Really?
the $6 million man surgery?
I would take it in a heartbeat right now. But what I'm doing is I'm doing like these crazy ab crunches right now, and like leg lifts and stuff, because I can't really do anything, you know, like that.
Right.
But man, I'll tell you, like my core is getting stronger. So I'm walking the dog now in the morning, and I'm doing things. So I figured like it's not going to stop me, right? It's not going to stop me. So I'm going to still do the things I want to do. But I'm just going to try to strengthen up. And I'll tell you, fuck that doctor, because I'm still going to do all the shit I want to do, regardless of the
Never
shape.
say die, Art. I love it.
Yeah, that's it,
Yeah.
Art.
But do it.
Yeah.
Art, what did you do, bro? What did you do to yourself that you're in this predicament? What happened?
It's
Rock and roll,
it's
man.
just scoliosis. It's a birth thing, and so your spine ends up curving on its own.
Mhm.
So mine wasn't just, they have these S curves, so you can
Yep.
see them from outside, but mine's a corkscrew. It comes inside. So
Oh.
not only is it an S, but it's also interior. So my chest cavity is only about this big. Like the average person, their chest cavity is from their thumb to their pinky. Mine's only about this big, because my sternum and my spine have just kind of come in on itself.
Do you like Christmas?
I love Christmas.
Okay.
I'm just curious, Art. If you say your chest is kind of small, then why are your tits so big, huh?
Well, that has nothing to do with the bones. That has nothing
That
to do
was
with the
from
bones.
Aaron. Aaron told me to say that.
Now I know why
That's
when
always
Art
my
stands
fault.
sideways, I can barely see him. I'm like, wait, where'd he go? And then he turns back. I'm like, oh, there he is.
Tits
Is
to
that a
bed.
cardboard cutout or is that art? What's
Or
going
is that
on?
art? Yeah, and then dropping the weight helps too. So I've
Well,
dropped
that's
a
true.
lot of
absolutely.
weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
But strengthening your core is key because the back muscles are connected to the abdominal muscles in that you keep your abdominal muscles strong, it strengthens the back.
Yeah, my back,
Mhm.
I can't work it out at all. So
Right,
I'm just
right.
focusing on the front, and it's helping out immensely.
Yeah,
And then
good.
the walking helps out with like the hips and the glutes and all that
Yeah,
good
yeah.
stuff. So yeah. So
Well,
it's good. It's
Wow.
all good. If I could just get that dog to stop attacking kids on bicycles, man.
the dog's killing you, Art.
Oh,
Yeah.
better than your face.
And you know what? When you got attacked by that ghost, that dog took off running too. You should get rid of him.
You should get rid. No, no,
I mean,
I love that
he was
dog.
not very loyal to you when that ghost attacked you.
Yeah, well,
right.
that's the actor playing,
Oh,
Arrow.
that
Yeah,
was
that's not the
Arrow's
real
stunt
Arrow.
double.
Yeah, that was his stunt double. Yeah,
That was
chicken.
second unit Arrow.
Art, that dog of yours sounds as bad as Biden's commander that they had to get out of the White House for biting so many people.
The dog's never bitten anybody. The dog is really he's a sweet dog. He's just
not true.
aggressive.
Not true.
Well,
He bit somebody.
he didn't bite me, you guys. Like this is all like fabrication. Like I was
Well, I don't know
roughhousing
what
with
he
him.
did then, but
He
if that
scratched-
wasn't a bite, I wouldn't want him to come near me at all.
Nah, it was a scratch. He was a puppy. We were roughhousing. I just didn't know he had done it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a
Where's he
scratch. His
now?
tooth scratched his nose when he chomped down on it.
Yeah.
I like that this poor dog has this reputation as a killer, and he's just a sweetie.
Well, we see
Yeah.
him in the background chewing shit up.
He
all the
went,
time,
he
you
went ape shit live.
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
world.
that helped. Yeah.
The best
yeah.
is when Art's talking into the camera and we can see the stairs behind him and we see that black head coming up the stairs.
Like,
He's
"Art,
coming for
run,
you, man.
run.
Run.
Yeah. It's like a
I
horror
just-
movie. You're watching the horror movie. You can see the monster behind the guy as he's coming around, and he's completely oblivious to it as it sneaks up on him.
I should do it like a black and white, like change my camera to black and white, look like an old horror film.
There you go. Exactly.
Put that filter on it and
Yeah,
stuff.
put the filter, a little grainy filter. Yeah. He's
Dudes, I
coming
just
for
went
you.
downstairs and pulled out the most amazing roast. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Ooh.
Falling off the bone, gentlemen.
Wow.
What are you trying to say? You want to wrap it up so you can go eat? Is that
Well,
what you're
I'm
saying?
getting to that point. I'm just telling
Mr.
you.
Get to the Mr. Come to
wait
the
a
show late.
You
I'm
show
just
up an
saying-
hour late. You want to be the first one to scoot because you have meat envy?
Well, you
Well,
guys already had
Grant,
dinner. You
Grant,
guys already
Grant.
had dinner. That's
I've known
what-
Aaron for a long time. He's always had meat envy. So
mm.
I'm telling you, the six of us should never have meat envy. Sounds bad.
I'm
I
just letting
don't.
you guys know
because
what
I
a
had
great
delicious
cook I am. That's
ribeye
all I'm
tonight.
saying.
I have no envy whatsoever.
when you ever make
Well,
it out
it's-
to the East Coast, you can show us.
Yeah, it's barbecue season, baby. I've already barbecued twice. Ooh.
There's the best
Ooh.
barbecue in Texas. Oh my gosh, they got some great
Oh
places.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
in Texas? Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
Do
You
you
can
guys
smell it.
know Jeff Amison, right? I know you do, Andy. You met him in he was at the Cigar Fest, Dan and Andy.
oh,
in New
right.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He lives in
I'm
Dallas.
buddies with him. I'm buddies with
Oh,
him.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I know-
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, you know him, Billy. When I was doing a show in Dallas, Jeff picked me up and he took me to this barbecue joint, and we polished off like 3 pounds of brisket, pulled pork, and Texas Twinkies.
What are Texas Twinkies?
Yeah, you called me. Remember that? We was.
I did. That's right. That's right.
What's a Texas Twinkie?
Yeah.
Dude, you would love this. Texas Twinkie is a jalapeno, one of those large jalapenos
Oh,
that's cut in
yeah.
half, right, and emptied. It's smeared with cream cheese. Then it's wrapped in brisket, and then that's wrapped in bacon.
Oh my god!
And then it's cooked. It's slow cooked.
Oh,
Oh.
dude, yes.
Now I really am getting
Wow.
hungry. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Texas
Mm.
Twinkies,
Oh,
man. Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Twinkie. Okay. I gotta remember that.
It was killer.
Need
I had
it.
meat sweats, and then we polished off an entire bottle of bourbon too.
Well,
Wow.
that's easy to
Yeah.
do.
Wow.
But we had
What's
so much meat
great-
in it, we didn't feel it. We really didn't get snookered, you know.
What's great about barbecue season here is it's like this little green belt, and we're all along the green belt. And so our houses are back to back, but there's a lot of space in between, and you can smell when people barbecue, and it's so amazing. Yeah.
Nice. Matt Grindle for $20. That is a couple nice
Ooh.
cigars. Thank you.
You
Matt.
got a bigger one above that too.
Oh,
You gotta-
okay. Let me hop on it. Hail Professionals and happy birthday, Graham. Got a perfectly packed mailer with Gosa Metacumbaki, plus the black and white, Alien Alamo, and a hardcover giant size Two-Fisted Manly Tales about a
Wow.
week ago. Wow, Matt.
Nice.
You are a really good backer. Thank
That
you
is
so much.
badass.
Really appreciate it, bud.
That's awesome.
And let's see here. Jake Blues for $50.
Whoa!
Wow. Happy anniversary, Graham. Enjoy a couple of good sticks on me. Yes, sir. And more importantly, happy anniversary today to my amazing bride. Oh, wow. We should
Aw.
be paying you for your anniversary.
Happy
anniversary,
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Cheers.
How many
Good for
years?
you.
Yeah,
Post
throw that
in
in
there.
the
How many
chat.
years it's been?
They're newlyweds.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
With that.
Hey, Jake, I'll be hosting in a couple of weeks, so just remember.
I'm going to pretend it's my birthday next week.
Remember me,
Hey, mine's
Jake.
actually on a Tuesday. Mine is on Tuesday this year,
Oh,
and it happens
is
to be
it?
election day.
What?
Was it?
Wow.
Yeah, that's
November 5th, baby.
That's a
You
triple
know what I
whammy.
want for my birthday.
Wait, you're
I
gonna
want
be
Yeah.
the old man out of the
you're
White
Same
gonna
House.
thing we all want.
You're gonna be
That's
55
right.
this
Everybody
year.
wants the same birthday present for me on my birthday. So
You're gonna be
Let's give
55.
Andy the birthday present he deserves.
I'll be 55 on 5.
Yeah,
So
Oh.
November 5th.
Yeah, my birthday this year is on a Tuesday too, August 13th.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on, let me check
Look at
mine.
all these
That'd be
birthday
crazy. That'd be
streams.
crazy.
How
if
how
it
old
was-
will you be, Billy?
58.
Holy
58.
smokes!
All right. So you're only 3 years
All right.
older than Andy?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
But
And
I'm
So
on-
Dan and Art have to move
I'm
their
on a
birthdays
Wednesday.
to Tuesday.
I'm on a
And-
Wednesday.
and-
Yeah, why don't
how
I just
old-
move my birthday?
Hey,
how old will you
Move
be?
it.
Me, I'll be 51.
51. Okay.
my
What
next
a kid. What a punk.
my next
51,
birthday.
55, 58.
Yeah.
My next
Aaron,
birthday is on a
you're-
Tuesday.
And
62.
you'll be 60?
And Art T Bear is our
One.
timeless treasure.
Mm-hmm. I'm 6'0".
When's your
Right.
birthday again?
Yeah, when's your
Cool.
birthday, Aaron?
January 7th. I just had it.
Oh my
But next
God,
year
yeah,
in
just had it.
2025, it's on a Tuesday.
That's
Look
right.
at that, man.
Right.
And when is Art to Bears?
It's October 7th.
October. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it
Okay.
up, see if it's on a Tuesday.
All right, so October. So January 7th, Aaron. March 12th is Graham. August 13th is Billy, same as my nephew Billy. November 5th is Andy, and October 7th is Art. And I'm June 19th.
Hey, that's my brother's
June
birthday.
19th.
Yeah.
It's all
Juneteenth.
connected, man.
I
feel
can
like
remember
the Lion
that.
King, big circle of life.
Circle of
Kids
life.
I just want to note that Dan wrote those dates down so we can all expect presents.
That's right.
No.
And
Oh, you guys
songs.
haven't been getting any?
It'll give Dan time to write a song for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he puts more into it than mine.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
He'll add a word
Hey,
for
that
each
was
of us.
that was my Alex Toth rap. I took everything I wanted to say and just put it into a
You
That's
threw
right.
out anything that was unnecessary.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Nicely done.
That's right.
yes.
Nicely
Pithy.
done.
You know,
Pithy is the work of genius.
October 7th is National Chocolate Covered Pretzel Day.
Mm.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I want to get a National Errand Day. You've got to be able to buy those things because I mean, how is it a chocolate pretzel? How do you get that? You
No,
have
I'm
to,
pretty
like,
sure you
pay for it.
can.
Huh?
I'm going to look.
The
I'm pretty
chocolate
sure you
pretzel, You
can.
can buy them in a bag, dude. They sell them at the
No, I'm
store.
talking about buy a day for yourself.
Oh,
Yeah,
buy
it's
a
National
day?
Errand Day. I'm doing
Wait,
that.
you
man.
can buy a day?
You've got to be able to. How is it National Donut
looking.
Day? How do they? Who?
Yeah, but
The
no,
donut-
You can go to mydayregistry.com is a unique online registry that allows you to dedicate and register a specific day to recognize a special person or event in your life. So there you go, Aaron.
Imagine you could do that with like Star.
you can.
Wouldn't that be great?
Imagine if you could do that
You
with
can buy
little
a
plots of
store.
land in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm a lord.
A lad. Yeah, a lad.
What if you
So
pick a
it
star?
starts at $54.95. So there you go.
But here's the thing.
How do you get
Where
it on
is
the
it
calendar?
recognized? Where does it get
recognized? Yeah.
That's
Oh
how
my
you
God,
get
hold on.
recognized.
Because I'm
That's gotta be
gonna
more
sell
money.
the same shit, dude. I'm gonna sell. Hey,
Yeah, you
but
can make up your own thing. Yeah.
it's like 6-minute abs. I'm gonna do it for $39.
You get
and you get 2 days a year.
so you get for $54.95 you can dedicate a day, make it yours, personalized certificate of ownership, record
Which
of
holds up in a court
dedication,
of law.
Record where?
exclusive registration,
Where?
free second day shipping on frameless orders, because you get
Where?
a nice certificate in the mail.
Mm,
Where is this registry? Who is it recognized by? Is it just that company? And
yeah.
does that certificate just say we
Man,
recognize
you're
you
asking
in
a
our
lot of
system?
questions right now. That's
Yeah,
all I
dude.
know.
All I know is that and you see that they're trying to sell pieces of the cavern where the Beatles played.
What?
And like like I get these Facebook
Place
ads.
in
Watch
Germany?
your Facebooks. In Germany. They because they tore down the one that was there, and you can buy pieces of the one that was, and they no they in this company they sell all kinds of shit. They're like pieces of the Titanic, like moon rock, And then how about the first time I ever heard of this shit, I was like, why would you do this? I was working at Mattel. This is like 11 years ago. They said that one of these baseball card companies bought a Babe Ruth baseball bat, put it in a wood chipper, and then glued pieces of the wood to special cards. So like when you get a trading card, you get a piece of Babe Ruth's bat, And I'm like, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like,
Not only
They
is
made
it
money
crazy,
on
but
it.
it's freaking brilliant.
it is
Well,
brilliant.
you know what?
Yeah,
I
true.
just
Maybe
after
like
you
a
saying
thought.
that, I just thought of an idea because the Batcave from the '66 TV show that's
Yeah.
still
Mhm.
there, like in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I
is?
could go there with a pitchfork.
Oh,
or
it's
one of
chipped
those,
little
like,
pieces of
and
rock.
just chip little pieces off and sell them as pieces of
Yeah,
the Batcave.
you could.
Oh, you mean the exterior of the cave that they use?
Yeah, where the Batmobile comes out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the set.
And you can have a certified film, and then you could make an authentication process called not AI, PM RT Bear, not AI. It's certified not AI, and then
Mhm.
people can buy the license of not AI from you. Not AI. It's certified by Art to Bear's patented not AI system.
What if like say Dan passes away and we get the okay from his wife to put him through a wood chipper, and then we
This is
collect all the
getting dark,
pieces in
man.
little mason jars and
No,
sell
I
them
dig it.
off
That's
With
what I
the
wanted to
certi-
do.
a certificate of authenticity.
I
Here's your
always
little piece of
wanted
Dan.
I wanted to be cremated. I wanted my ashes put in the chili sent to you guys so I could tear your asses up one last time.
Ah,
I want to be mummified so I could be on Ethan's Mummy News.
That'd be cool. They can make the thing that I really think is cool. The things you can do. You could be a diamond. You could be put into a tree. There's this company that will take your ashes and put it into a vinyl record. You can have,
Oh yeah, I've
record,
seen that. Yeah.
record like I loved being alive. I love being your father. I love being your husband. Blah blah blah. And you have a piece of me, and
Oh,
these vinyl
that's
records
kinda-
have your
Or haunted
ashes.
scary
creepy,
music.
man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Scary
exactly.
music, yeah.
Or
Halloween
just-
record, right?
Just
Yeah.
like
That's
Yeah.
Aaron's right there. Haunted
Apex
scary
from
music.
the
Hey.
dead.
Apex Comics is absolutely right. What if I finish and fulfill Black Flag? It's happening, dude. It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Hey,
Good
I
things
have a
come to
friend.
those who
I have
wait.
a friend. He works as an engineer at the Anaheim Disney Park, and he talks about people with their ashes, like loved ones, and I guess their wishes are their ashes to be scattered in the park. And he said that there was somebody on the train, and he just had the canister and was just like throwing it out there, and the wind came up, and the thing is, it covered everybody. They have to like hazmat those things. Like they close the thing down. They get like these guys in there. They vacuum all this shit up and stuff like that. And I guess the biggest thing is like the Haunted Mansion of all places that people scatter their ashes in an attraction. Isn't that the weirdest freaking thing? Like that is weird.
If you're a Disney nut, I know a lot of people that are.
Yeah, I mean that's just it. If that's your thing, that's like if you're Yeah, I guess if you're like huge into like NASCAR or something, it's like, hey, take my ashes and spread me out over Daytona. You
Yeah, but
know,
it's also against the
Talladega.
law. Like these, like
Well-
this is the
well,
remains.
don't
of a long-
advertise you're doing it.
Yeah.
My
Well, they
Yeah.
got cameras everywhere. He's
Nah,
they-
dude,
they know.
I would do it like Andy Dufresne in fucking Shawshank Redemption. I'd cut holes in my pockets
just
and just
Just
little like have it in a fanny
along.
pack and just walk along, leaving
Yeah,
little
yeah.
dirt
have it
trails.
drop down your pants.
Yeah,
That's
my
right.
my daughter,
Like the Great Escape.
my daughter,
yeah,
once,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
my daughter once spread her lunch out over. It's a Small World. That was kind of fun.
Oh no,
My
Oh.
daughter once slipped.
And that's
in,
when they do have to close for hazmat.
the song.
Oh
was
Oh my
somebody
gosh, she was
else's lunch.
chumming over the side of the boat. I go, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "I'm throwing up." I'm like, "No!" Trail of
Who
puke.
throws up on the tamest ride that the
Well,
park
you know
I
what?
know that ride is so tame. Was this when you were living in Florida?
It was at Disney World. Yeah, we were not living in Florida. No, we went back there for a dance competition. She had the flu or something, and she was just
okay.
jumping over the side of the boat, and I had no
Oh
idea what was
My
going on.
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
no.
Ride
we-
barely. That's like a. Oh, that ride's not that bad.
this was one of my proudest father moments, right? So I'm looking at my wife and my daughter go to the restroom, right? She's just a little snot and probably about 6. And so I'm looking at, the what is it? It's a Small World, right? So my daughter comes running over and I don't notice that there's somebody, protein spilled right next to me. I didn't even see it, right? And so, and it's been raining, so it's like drizzling, so the ground's wet. And so she comes running over and just, that dad instinct, like she slipped and her arm went up and I got that arm and I just hung her out like this over the
disgusting.
Oh.
You saved her life.
because she just went whoop. I got that arm, and man, I'll tell you, she owes me big freaking
That's what that
time,
shoot up your
man.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
You had a much better back then.
yeah, I did. Yeah.
You felt something and you were like, that's weird. That'll go away in no time.
But do
Well,
you ever see those compilations of the dad just kicking back on the sofa and the kid goes flying off the back of it or something? The dad just
Yeah. You know what that you talk about scattering ashes, and it's a small world. What a great way for someone who's like an annoying friend of yours, and I want my ashes scattered, or relative like really annoying, and you scatter their
Oh, no.
ashes at It's a Small World just to torture them for the rest of their.
hear that song.
Holy
Yeah.
Trinity, they have to hear this.
Forever. Oh,
That would be good.
Good
That would
Lord.
be like irony.
yes.
oh,
Well,
like
that's a
that.
nice word, irony. I like that.
Yeah, this
I
this
know.
guy used to tell me stories. This engineer, at Disney, but last couple of years he doesn't tell me too many of these stories anymore.
Mm.
Yeah, he's been spanked by Big Brother.
the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, we've been running almost 2.5 hours here.
I gotta feed my
we'll wrap
mom.
wrap this up because I can smell a pot roast cooking all the way out here.
I know.
I think it's overcooked now.
No,
But,
it's.
we
I took
got-
it out. I took it out. It's breathing. I'm about ready to go in, and
Oh, okay.
it's literally
right.
falling off the bone. It's
I could be there in a couple.
Don't
hours.
get Art's gonna get all crazy for you.
I know.
I know.
We got
Wonderful.
links in the description here, guys. Let's just go through a quickie here and tell everybody what you got going. Andy?
Cordrat the Wreck. That's the first one. Cordrat the Awakening. Sign up page. Go sign up. Get the free Adriana trading card and front of the line shipping when you back the book. The sign up page will be coming down soon because the campaign is launching in. Let me look at my watch. A little over 2 weeks.
Oh,
We're looking at the weekend of April. Looking at the weekend of April 6th to launch it. So yeah, definitely go sign up and do that. I've been working on the campaign the past couple days. And of course, nice and tight, the comic book pencil art of Andy Smith. That's me. That's coming down soon. So go back that if you haven't. I've got that book pretty much wrapped up, ready to go to the printer. So
Nice.
boom.
Did
there
you
go.
say when you're launching the Cordrath, Andy?
Yeah, it'll be the weekend of April 6th. It's either going to be that Saturday or
Wait,
Sunday.
wait.
So-
That's SC Comic Con.
It is.
April
it
6th and
is.
7th?
Yeah,
Is it?
that's
Yes,
SC
it
Comic
is.
Con, buddy.
Well, then it won't be that weekend. It'll probably be the weekend after that. So there you go. I'm glad you reminded me of that. I thought
Yeah.
SC Comic Con was the weekend after that. So
Let me
there
double
you
check.
go.
I'm pretty sure it's the 6th and 7th.
Oh, I'm looking right now because I have it on my calendar. So
And
It is. I know.
There
I know
you
that
go.
'cause I couldn't make it that year. This year. Sad.
Oh, well, it's not on my calendar, but
April
I'm pretty
6th,
sure you're
yeah.
100% correct. Okay, so it'll be April 13th or 14th.
Which is
Aren't
tax
you glad I
day.
asked the question?
Tax
I am
day.
glad.
Yeah.
So,
14th or 15th, tax
yes,
day.
Marcus, it is that weekend. So there you go. So never mind. Okay,
All
now
right.
you know.
William?
All right, Bill.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. I think tomorrow we are launching this. If you don't mind sharing it,
I
our
don't
new
mind.
special edition.
Whoa.
Our little, I don't know, sexy shillelagh, a little, little hot spicy number. So this is gonna be our new book. So beautiful
What-
colors by Wes Hartman. And if you
Oh,
guys
I
can-
love that leprechaun laying on the
Oh
ground.
yeah, she's
That's
stabbing
great.
him right in the hat.
Yes, she is.
I like
Take his
the
gold.
sort of Frazetta treatment on the foliage on the ground.
Oh
That's
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Very
Cool.
nice, Billy. Very
Wes
nice.
Hartman did amazing colors. So
Yeah.
little sexy shillelagh for you. We'll be launching it tomorrow.
All right.
No, what is that, Bill? Is that a poster campaign or?
No, it's going to be a book. It's going to be a special edition comic. I think it's going to be my private commissions of Billy Tucci series of books.
Gotcha. Okay.
It'll be the St. Patrick's Day version.
All right.
Nice.
Mr. T Bear.
Yes, Black and White, Man versus Machine, Volume 2. This is the actual book right here. This
Oh,
is
it's
the printed version of it here.
That looks
What?
tasty, bro.
Yeah.
Started shipping.
We had a little delay in the delivery, so we just got a tracking number today. So we
Nice.
should get the books 2,500 Volume 2 and 1,500 High Octanes by the end of the week. So
Awesome.
fulfillment will happen immediately after that. We are all set up for that. So thanks, guys, for giving me the time to do what I think is the best work of my career. So
That's
thanks
awesome.
to everybody. So
Excellent.
Can't wait.
Excellent work.
Mr. Frega.
Black Flag. Black Flag. Coming soon.
He's
Coming
working
soon.
hard.
There you
Good.
go.
Aaron?
Okay. Kit Carter, Planet Doom, 64-page graphic novel. I've just completed page 35, so I'm past the halfway mark, moving right along. It's looking fantastic. The inks I'm getting back from Matt Ryan are freaking blowing my mind. It's nice that when you can get somebody and they actually put the effort into really doing nice work for you, and Matt is doing that, and you guys are going to love it. So
Well, your
check out-
pencils are amazing. I don't know how we could mess them up, but
They're
Well, thank
so
you.
tight.
they're super
Aaron,
tight.
by the way, tell
Beautiful.
whoever inks Wraith of God to maybe put that level of work in that Matt does.
I'll talk to him.
and,
I'll talk to him tonight.
Yeah,
Get it up.
he's a little more.
Talk
Matt
to him
Ryan-
over a little brisket, will you?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, have a chat with him over dinner.
I'm
Matt
going
Ryan
to.
makes it more
Very
Lopresti like.
stern conversation.
That's right.
I hear he's not a good listener.
No, that's what I understand. That's true. He's grumpy and he doesn't listen to criticism at all.
but he is a good cook.
At all.
Not at all. I love that. Oh man. All right, Monster Island. We got 12 days left. Or no, we don't. We got 11 days left.
Oh,
Time
got a
flies.
new- What's that?
I said time flies.
Yeah,
Really
time
does.
flies.
It
Yeah,
does.
I lost the whole day. I added a new perk here, guys. Let me just find it here. There it is. Two-sided Compass Comics drink coasters. I have
whoa.
just saved all of your furniture.
No,
'cause
yeah.
reading Compass Comics is
Oh, I
thirsty
love
work.
those. Chanel.
And they're PVC.
Yeah, they're PVC. On one side is the Compass Comics logo. The other side is one of these images from Monster Island. And this is the order that they
Oh.
came out in, too. Monster
Oh,
Island, Joe
cool.
Frankenstein,
Oh yeah.
the Chinook, and Alien Alamo.
You
The
know-
second series, which will have Ghost of Matakumba Key, Return to Monster Island, Joe Frankenstein 3, and probably Chinook 77 would be the next four.
See, if I had these, I would anytime, and I'm not drinking right now, but if I had like, you know, a bourbon, just bourbon and rocks, it would be the Compass Comics Up, because it would
Right.
just look real classy. But if I had like a mixed drink, you know, something like a Manhattan that had like fruit in it,
Oh,
it would work well with the color of turning it over.
Well, what would you have for beer? What would you put a beer glass on?
Let's see. I think Chenu. I would put. I don't know if you guys have ever had. I know Billy has the Japanese beer like a Sapporo or Asahi.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah, the trick to that is to put a mug in your freezer. So then when you put the beer in it, it's just colder than cold.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do for IPA for Alien
Chenu.
Alamo.
Oh, I was thinking the Chenu since you wanted it like freezing cold.
No, that's what I meant. Chenu. An Alien
Yeah.
Alamo would probably be like a real good like Pilsner. You know, a lighter
Right,
beer.
because it's hot weather. It's a warm weather thing.
Yeah, Frankenstein, probably something stouty. You know.
Yeah,
something-
I'd
Very
go with that.
European.
Yeah.
European.
And
German.
Monster Island just has that. It has to be an IPA.
Has to.
Okay.
There you
I
go.
like the way you
There
think.
it is, folks.
Yeah,
And then the Compass Comics logo, bourbon. Perfect.
bourbon.
Or
Yeah.
scotch if you're Billy.
Yeah,
Aha!
if you're Billy. Party hard.
One scotch, one bourbon, one beer.
I drink a lot
That's
of
it. So, hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in for the show tonight. Really appreciate it. Love all you guys. Thank you for the super chats. Really surprised at the amount of people watching on X. I love that. I love that we're growing through another channel as well. Don't be shy about if you're on X commenting through here, because we know it can be done. So, you know, chime in next time.
Who's
has-
got next week? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Aaron, right?
Aaron
Yep.
does.
I have no
Dark
clue what
days.
I'm doing, but it'll be great.
It
We
will
know
be
it
great.
It's always great.
So tune into the
He's going to
Bros.
mail us all some
Aaron?
pot roast so we can all eat it on
Yeah,
stream together.
Exactly, in Tupperware.
That's right.
Mhm.
If you super chat Aaron next week, it's pot roast sandwiches for everybody. So
Exactly.
That's right.
I'm getting so hungry.
Great stream, brother. Great stream. Happy birthday.
yeah, this is a lot of fun.
Happy
All right,
birthday.
guys, have a great one. We're going to
Thank you,
sign off,
chat.
and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.